Previously on Cloaks and Rolls.
The ladder probably leads somewhere.
I'm gonna warn the others about the skeletons.
I really like that mirror. I would like to go to that mirror.
Whoa.
Oh.
We don't know it's a mirror yet.
Well, it sounds like everybody noticed it was a mirror. You try to look away, or to try to look at anything else, but your gaze is entirely fixated on the mirror, and you, for whatever reason, can't convince yourself to move.
Guys, that's a good-looking mirror. I want to take it home.
So you kind of feel this rush of this can't be natural. This is something beyond this realm, and it needs to be destroyed. And despite feeling those urges, you can't seem to move your arms to grab your weapon. You can't seem to move your legs to get closer to the mirror. You are entirely transfixed and stuck right where you are, staring into the depths of the mirror.
I'm gonna chuck an ice knife at it.
You can hear it sort of crinkling and crackling until suddenly hear all of it just shatter all at once.
Woo!
It just falls to the ground.
Thank God.
In pieces.
Thank God. Mystic Stone.
Mysterious stone.
Gotcha. It's straightforward.
Yeah, and Milton kind of... He doesn't set his glass down, but he just kind of stares at the stone and just... there's something foul about all this, and I don't like one part of that stone. You're better off seeking help from the learned folk capital. That's where I'd take it. The scholars up in the College of Hearthenholm will sort this out.
I know this is for a YouTube video, but y'all need to shut the fuck up so I can do a recap.
Do the recap.
All right. Yeah. So, hey, where we left off last time, our brave adventurers had just gone through an abandoned mine after feeling this sort of draw, this sort of subtle power infesting their dream state, kind of pulling them to this place in the far-off reaches of the Golden Isle. The Golden Isle is the center of the human settlement that these players are playing in. And they came to a town called Darrowshire. And were instructed to, help out with the local townspeople and to find out more about this mysterious power that's been drawing them here. They quickly discovered an abandoned mine where they were, drawn into its depths. And after exploring that and evading some traps, they came to a very closed off, forgotten sort of chamber, where at the very far end of it, there sat just an ominous-looking mirror staring right back at all of the adventurers as they approached, kind of shrouded in darkness. And as they approached and looked into the depths of the mirror, each of the party members was sort of stricken with a sort of paralysis, but not a physical paralysis necessarily, but a complete dominating will. They were completely sapped of their ability to control their movements and everything, and they just sat there staring into the mirror. During this time, though, people quickly noticed, this is a room where some people had been before, and there were corpses and skeletons strewn all about the floor. And after engaging with the mirror and being trapped by its gaze, some of the skeletons started to rise up and grab as if to bring our adventurers down to their depths and trap them here for all of eternity. So, after a kind of prolonged battle with some interesting mechanics and some very terrible wisdom saving throws, our adventurers broke out of the grasp from the mirror, fought what skeletons had raised up, and then tried to destroy the mirror itself. They did so fairly well, except for one little mishap where a sort of ricochet incident with an icy dagger, the mirror's very sleek surface, and one Lucas's butt cheek. The frost dagger ricocheted off of that, and then pierced right into Lucas there, dealing quite a bit of damage, and kind of worrying the party about his ability to sit and his health in general. And once that mirror was destroyed, though, they realized, there was a small little kind of divot behind it where a couple objects were resting and sitting. Upon further inspection, they found sort of a note. It was a seal, kind of sealing away the darkness and the evil of this other mysterious object, and kind of warning the adventurers, saying, do not go any further, please turn away, leave right now. Unleashing this evil will ultimately bring the end of the world. So naturally, they were like, hey, what's this? And of course, picked it up. And upon picking up the mysterious object, another vision was triggered, another dreamlike kind of state where flashes of this far-off place in what seemed to be a never-ending desert with far-off snow-capped peaks in the distance. There was this massive crater that could swallow up oceans, and deep down within that crater was this underdark type of atmosphere with slightly purplish, soft, bioluminescent light coming off of certain fungal entities in the chamber, but also just countless sets of eyes peering right back at them. And then once that those flashes sort of flashed before everybody's eyes, they quickly came back into reality, realized that everyone had that same sort of dream, and further inspected what mysterious object they were holding. And as far as they can tell, it seems to be a sort of semi-polished, so very, very old, sort of semi-polished piece of stone. Seems to be a sort of marble or very soft and delicate stone, or something kind of prized and pristine. But there's no information about it. There's not really anything else to go off of except these flashes and these visions, these dreams that they've had. So they've sort of felt the trail has started, so to speak. They were drawn here for a reason. They discovered what it is they came for, and the chase begins. And they are eager to find the next location that their dreams are sort of beckoning them to sort of uncover what's really going on. So after leaving the mine, I went right back to the inn. Had a fun little exchange with Milton, their favorite barkeep, and packed it in for the night. And that is where we are going to pick up today, the morning of the third day. You guys find yourself awake and coming down the stairs of the Workman's Respite, and you see your favorite beloved bartender sitting there waiting to greet you, as well as his couple animals. You have Binks the cat sitting there over on the what is that, the tavern bar area. And then you got Scout, the loyal companion, the loyal dog, sitting over by the fire trying to keep himself up. And what is it that you guys would like to do?
Go and pet the dog.
How did I know? All right. Yeah, Atreus runs right over.
So,
and as per the custom in their daily ritual at this point, Scout just rolls right over and lets Atreus pet his belly.
Yes. So picking up from last time, we already talked to Lucas about where we have to go. We have to go.
You're Lucas.
Lucas, yeah, you are Lucas.
Jesus Christ! What is wrong?
Welcome to Disasters, everybody. Make sure you hit that.
You have an internal monologue on what you need to do next.
We talked to Milton about where we have to go next. We have to Hearthenholm. Yes, find the Hearthenholm scholars to talk about that mysterious stone, and we have to go to Tove. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Tove, Tove being the next city over in your district of the Golden Isle, and then Hearthenholm is the capital city. It's the expansive. It's got a massive port, a citadel, and that's where the king of this human civilization sits. And I think we maybe alluded to it last playthrough, but the name of this human. This human allegiance, this human empire, they're called the Thundrians. Thundrians, and this is the Thundrian Empire. That may be useful going forward for everybody to know. Most of you would know about this, since I know Parsley and Salazar, you guys had been living in Hearthenholm for quite a number of years. Atreus, you grew up there as well, and you were trained by some of the Royal Guard. Some of the military personnel in the city as well. You had assignments to other cities throughout this kingdom, but the Thundrians are no strangers to you guys.
All right, gotcha.
Okay.
So, Milton sees you guys come down. He sees Atreus run straight for his dog. Not a single word comes out of his mouth. He's clearly got business he's attending to. He's got a mug to clean and an inn to look over.
Is it still the same mug?
Roll an insight check.
Oh boy, making me work for it.
First roll of the session.
I'll roll an insight check.
All right.
Yeah!
Woo!
Not bad. You're pretty sure it's the same mug. In fact, you don't ever remember seeing any other mugs in here except the ones that are all currently out, which you guys had taken when you ordered meat as well.
Wait a minute.
This is weird. So, yeah, we're gonna take off.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would like to say goodbye to Milton. Just be like, hey, Milton, thank you. You've been cool.
Yeah, Milton kind of looks over at Lucas, pauses for a minute, and just kind of looks and goes, hail and well met.
Yeah. Yeah.
It came full circle.
Yeah.
Actually, my first words in this were, can I pet your dog?
So I say farewell to Scout, and then I say farewell to Milton, and tell him thanks for all the help.
Scout is just so sad to see you leave. You can see the puppy dog eyes starting to form, and that look of curiosity coming across her face. So like, where are you going? But aren't you going to pet me? And Milton couldn't be happier that you're leaving, but he doesn't show it. He just kind of nods in your direction. He upon saying that, after he nods, he kind of looks back at you. Like his face looks even more disgusted with you, and just says, "No."
I walk up to Milton. I look him in the eye and say, hey, I know we've had our differences and our party has caused you a lot of anguish, but you're doing good by this town and I want you to keep doing that. And I want to give him 15 gold.
He kind of looks at you and just goes, "Which one are you? Are you the bard?"
I am. That's okay, but hey, keep looking out for the people.
It's much appreciated, and I will. He kind of, he takes your coin willingly, but he's still kind of like looking at you guys, thinking, "All right, when are you gonna leave?"
Any final words to the man, Parsley?
I never really interacted with him. I don't really see any point in doing it right now.
Yeah.
Good man, Parsley. Stay true to character.
Dat meta game.
Well,
farewell.
We all break into a musical number.
Cha-cha-cha. I suppose I'll flip a coin to Milton. I'll say, well, it was nice meeting you. Nice knowing you, Milton. Smell you later. And then as we leave, I'm going to do like the coin on the string trick and like pull it out. I'm saying.
Milton's too quick for your tricks.
Yeah, this needs to be a
roll.
Of some sort.
Oh,
Yeah, roll a dexterity check. Or actually, roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Sleight of hand? Sleight of hand.
Yep,
That's
sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand is +4.
Okay, ready? This is Logan's.
Well,
22.
The second that coin lands in Milton's open palm, you could see what looks to be just the slightest bit of happiness come across his face before you rip the coin and rip that look of happiness right off of his face.
Oh, 1 coin compared to the Bard's 15 he just received. My.
He closes his hand, picks up his mug, and is now wiping the same mug with an extra sort of fervor and urgency, and he's now extra ticked off and really wants you to leave.
Okay, we need to get moving.
He won't say it, but
I
you can tell.
Oh shit.
Okay, goodbye. We leave.
Bye.
Wasted my good roll. That was fun.
All right. So with that, you guys take off, and so I take it you guys are heading to Tove. That's the
Yes.
That's the next spot, right? Perfect. Okay, so you guys leave. You're strolling through Darrowshire. You're only there a couple days, but you kind of feel like this is an interesting place. This is an interesting time in your lives, and this is really the start of something bigger. After a few minutes, you're already kind of out of the town. You can already start to see it in the background, and you start making your way down the one road that leads into it. This is Capitol Road. Capitol Road is a pretty lengthy sort of. It's mostly a road. It's mostly like a stone road, except when you get into these far off reaches of the Empire. Then it just turns into a sort of cleared sort of wagon trail, if you will. It's a couple dirt trails with some grass in between. It's just mostly for wagon, foot, and horse travel. So you guys start, walking down Capitol Road, heading towards the Pines of Tove, which is the forest that Tove lies within. And you can't help but feel that you left here with some newfound friends, even if they wouldn't show it. So, to kind of give you guys just a little taste of where we're looking here, and I can't reveal too much yet, because we're going to show you more of this as you discover more places.
I can see far.
Tell me, what do your normal human eyes tell you?
There's water over there.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now some of your party members.
Yes.
Now some of your party members do have a better understanding of the Golden Isle and can definitely relay like where things are in relation to one another. And some have seen maps, although the maps kind of vary depending on the source. But you guys get the sense that you know where you're going. You pass Tove on the way into this area of the Golden Isle, and you're heading kind of back the way you came, in order to secure further transportation to Hearth and Home. So you guys start heading almost directly east, but a little bit to the south, down into the Pines of Tove.
Well, guys, this is it. Earth's flat. That's all there is.
Listen, I don't.
Fucking uncultured bitch.
What the hell is Earth?
What is a Earth?
But you know that we don't know, huh?
So
next you're going to tell me that this planet orbits the sun.
You just keep walking that way. You see if you fall off or not.
what's a sun? So you guys start heading down the road, heading down Capitol Road. It's a good kind of half day stroll to Tove. It's only about a couple hours by horseback. Not too far, not too terribly far, but it's definitely going to be a better part of a day. Just kind of walking on your foot. So you guys start strolling, and what do you guys do along the way? What are you talking about?
I don't think we get this deep in question.
Yeah, this is intense, bro.
I just kind of remain silent, not talking to any of them really.
For a guy who hated us, Milton actually is looking out for that town pretty well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, took good care of us too, even though we were assholes.
What are you looking at? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm staring right at Atreus as I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm.
I think Parsley is on my shoulder as we were discussing our next would be like a hit for like money back in Hearth and Home, back in our hometown, where we can go back and see if we can hit anyone up for some easy jobs possibly.
Yeah. So how does that conversation go? Parsley, how do you respond to that?
Oh, I'm sure there's loads of people. There's the banker. There's the other banker. There's the barkeep. That one's not as nice as Milton was.
You got that right.
No, his name's Milton.
He polished 2 mugs a day.
Not hardworking. Lucas is like big into bird watching, so he's like checking out birds and like being like, "Oh, that one! I know that one."
And what is that one?
Oh, it's a robin.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's a songbird.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, so this time of year, there's plenty of birds flying around. You guys are sort of just entering into the fall-ish autumn season, and the birds are all around, flying around, scavenging, and especially around this area where there's a lot of farm fields, kind of back in the distance and around where Daroshar was. And then there's plenty of tree cover, plenty of places to make nests. So you see a lot of bird life just flying around. And yeah, Lucas, you seem quite excited by it.
Very happy.
I would like to
Big birds.
make a animal
Little birds.
handling roll
Medium
to
birds.
call one of the birds to me.
Oh.
I swear to God.
Yeah, go for it. Try and whistle it.
All right. Animal handling.
Is there one in particular that you're come to?
What'd you say, Michael?
Is there one in particular that you're trying to get to come to you?
Hawk.
Ooh.
Oh,
16.
Ooh, 16. Not bad. Not bad.
you know, you're whistling and you're doing everything that you read about in the books and thought would work to really get a hawk to fly right at you, and for whatever reason it just doesn't seem to be working.
Oh.
Although you feel like you've made some progress, and that maybe it's just this one hawk. It's not you. It's not anything you're doing. It's probably the hawk.
Can't be my fault.
For you.
I would say that like Lucas like comforts him and goes like, "Oh wow, you're doing a really good impression of a swallowtail hawk. How'd you learn that?"
I thought it sounded more like a goose.
Yeah, Atreus, how does that call go?
Give me a minute.
I gotta warm up. Ooh.
That's a moose.
That's a move. No wonder you didn't.
Lucas looks around like, I swear there's a moose around here somewhere. Gotta be careful.
I don't know how to call a hawk.
Sort of like coming from above as the hawk spots something and is calling out.
Ooh.
But you just can't seem to recreate it.
Dang.
All right, so you guys keep strolling on for what seems to be a couple hours at this point. You make it past the entrance into the forested area. It's still fairly light out. You guys are making pretty good time. You haven't seen anybody come along the way. Fairly open road as far as this goes. Not too many travelers. I mean, Daroshar is a not too populated spot. It's usually just kind of like the very, very far reaches of the empire, and just those few people migrating for work or migrating for just an opportunity to make a little bit of coin with some honest work like lumbering or working in the mine there. So yeah, you guys keep going, and you've now you can kind of hear the wind rustling through the trees. It's still bright, it's still nice. It's a beautiful day out in all respect, but you guys have now, made your way past. And after those couple hours, you start to anticipate and start thinking about, okay, well, what are we going to do? Who are we going to meet with? Who are we going to talk to about securing passage once we get to Tove? And after a little bit of discussion talking about this, you guys hear something off in the distance. It sounds like horses, and it sounds like a lot of horses getting closer and closer. So I would like you all to roll a perception check at this point.
Oh boy.
And this is just a general group perception check. So everybody just roll, and you all tell me what you get.
5.
12.
Mine's 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
We all got
7.
One more.
I
No, just
Wait,
do one
just
more roll.
do one more.
I have.
Yeah, but for Travis,
Oh,
because he's got +2.
okay.
That's a nat 1! Woo! First in the stash!
Oh boy.
Let me make sure. Yep.
That's 3. Let's see if there's a 20.
Fuck.
Well.
Wow.
Don't see anything.
You guys can hear it. You're not entirely sure which way it's coming from, whether it's behind you or whether it's in front of you, but it sounds like it's just kind of ringing off the trees, but it sounds like it's getting louder and closer to you. And Fiddick, you're pretty sure it's coming from behind you. You're like convinced it's something chasing after you guys. You're wondering if it's Milton. Did you forget something at the bar? Did he want to return that 15 gold that you left him? Did he want to give you that mug that he is so beloved to him that he's always polishing? What could it be? And kind of with that, yeah, you guys, you didn't Arcana check.
Oh darn.
So with that though, you kind of see around the bend in the road what seems to be a mass of just horses, a bunch of horses, and a few riders on top of them come rearing past full speed down the road. I want everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw now.
Hail and Wilmot. Gone.
That's my dex.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Dexterity.
I don't see it.
It's up at the top.
Oh, it's
Plus
2.
+2. Mine's +2 as well.
Mine's +1.
Hey! I got a 20. And then you have a +2 as well?
Yep, +2.
All right, this is Logan's 12.
12.
What do you got?
+1.
This is RJ's
Ooh.
18. And Travis, how many negatives do I need?
-1.
Oh.
Travis is at 10.
It's dexterity, not acrobatics. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, well, I mean, acrobatics could have been good too, I guess, but dexterity works for this. No, dexterity works for this. All right, you're not necessarily doing any acrobatic feat. You're just trying to get out of the way. So it's kind of like that response aspect. Yeah. So I mean, everybody except Parsley. Parsley being a halfling is a little shorter than everybody, and probably the walking order that you guys were in, maybe there were some people in front of him and he couldn't really see. So as everybody darts off to the sides of the road, Parsley, you're left kind of standing there looking as this, what seems to be just an army of horses come running past you. You hear somebody yell, "Look out, it's a halfling!" And with that, you dive kind of at the last second, just at the very last second before getting trampled. You do kind of like fall,
Wait a minute.
scuff yourself on the rocks a little bit. What?
Didn't we say he was on someone's shoulders though?
Yeah.
It was on mine.
Yeah.
Oh, you were on Salazar's.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
We both died.
You fall off of Salazar's shoulders as he dove, thinking only of himself real quick. He didn't even like grab your legs to brace you. He just fucking darted. and with that, you couldn't quite hold on, and you kind of fell and then scurried out of the way before the horses came and hit you. You take 1 point of falling damage.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, luckily you all get out of the way. This massive mob of horses, what seems to be just a couple riders sort of guiding them all, run past you and run further down the road in the direction of Daroshar. So
Wait, back to Darshire?
they are heading what appears to be to Daroshar.
Oh, shit.
They weren't behind us.
I'm walking
that was only
here.
Travis thinking they were.
Oh, shit.
Milton can take him.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
No,
shoot.
you got it. Like, holy shit. Hey. We just came from that way. I know we got some important shit in Tove to do. Was out to take us to Hearth and Home, but what are y'all thinking?
Should we investigate what those?
Yeah. I'm thinking we should investigate.
Going back to Darshire?
It only took us like half a day.
I mean, can we do like an investigation roll to see if they're like, they might have any
Hostility?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Atreus, go ahead and roll a perception check. You're gonna kind of like see what those people were like as they rode past.
What their intent was, yeah.
Yeah, just sort of general perception check.
14.
Yeah, okay, yeah. As far as you can tell, they didn't appear to be any sort of town guard, any sort of military or necessarily hostile entity, but they definitely seemed like just normal people with way too many horses.
Circus must be in town.
That's my horse.
Well, I don't know, guys. I don't see anything that would lead us to believe that they're hostile.
Okay. Alright, then keep moving towards Tove, I suppose.
Yes, we're going towards Tove, yeah.
Parsley, are you
Alright.
okay?
Restart the time.
Yeah, I'm okay. I guess I just fell off his shoulders is all.
Don't worry, we can use that as the "I'm a poor orphan child, please pay me" gig for later. Don't worry.
Get him a little
It's
crutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this little crutch?
Was this Tiny Tim or something?
Oh. No, I get it. Excuse me.
Yeah, so, okay, you guys start heading in the direction of Tove then, sort of paying the riders no mind. Okay. So you're walking there for about...
The way you say that.
Yeah,
The way
Yeah,
you
no.
say that.
No, you guys are, it's your world, man.
We were going off of what Atreus said.
Yeah. No, that's a totally viable
Atreus
option,
has
man.
only steered me wrong twice
So-
before.
All right. So about 25 minutes pass as you guys continue on in the direction of Tove before you kind of hear another sort of sound. But this time it's not of horses galloping or anything like that. Not a thunderous sort of roar, but a sort of light clanking, like a ching, 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 off in the distance.
Going on YouTube.
Oh boy. Well, so you guys start to hear this and kind of look off in the direction of where the road seems to be going, and you notice about 5 or 6 heavily armored guards running in your direction. Clad in what appears to be town guard armor, so some light chainmail, mostly leather, but some bits of chainmail and some heavy boots. Spears and sword swords at their sides and shields on their backs if they do have them. Just sort of running as fast as they can, but clearly tired after running for so much. And you can kind of hear them panting and panting and panting as they get closer and closer. And they're only, I would say, maybe about 60, 75 feet away from you before they notice your presence and sort of, yeah, you there, stop,
Hail and well met.
stop.
I'm going to throw my hood up.
Okay. They're quite out of breath, but they're starting to get closer to you. They have their weapons drawn now, and they're telling you, "Don't move." Did you?
Yeah. No, we're chill.
What seems to be the issue?
Why do we wear this armor? They're getting closer and closer, trying to catch their breath. They go, "You, did you see a band of thieves with our horses running through here? They couldn't have gone far, but we've been giving up chase for, I don't know, what seems to be about an hour now. Have you seen them?
Yes. In fact, we have.
Which
I'm heading towards
way did they go?"
Back that way.
towards Darrowshire.
It's the fucking Brotherhood, I bet. It's damn thieves and traitors. What, they gotta inconvenience us?
Well, it sounds like you're in need of some help.
Oh, town's guard don't need no help.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just be on our way.
Sir, I will insist that you need our help.
Oh, come on.
He kind of looks at you, sees that you're, a sort of well-dressed bard and maybe a nobleman of some sorts. He can't really tell, and he's clearly sweaty and out of breath and maybe a little lightheaded from the heat. But he kind of looks at you and just goes, "Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we do need some help. It beats running after fucking horses. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, if you can give chase. I mean, they stole all the horses in Tove. We're shite out of luck if we gotta get out of here."
Oh, fuck. Well, we were just heading to Tove, so. I say that to my friends, not them. I want to do it like under my breath.
Well, he knows you guys are heading to Tove, and he goes, you wouldn't even be able to get in. They've closed the gates. The gates are up. The palisades watched. Yeah, no one's getting in and out until we find this and find out what's going on.
Listen here, my man. We'll retrieve your horses for you if you can get us access to Tove.
Access to Tove. Hell, we'll give you a feast. We'll give you something for your troubles. Hell yes, just get our horses back.
Okay.
Well, you prepare that.
We'll be in your death.
All right. Yeah. Cool. We're good.
And so the guard's kind of like really shocked that you guys have offered kind of right away, but he's also like really, really thrilled that he doesn't have to keep running in the. And he's kind of looking back at his fellow guardsmen who are all like, "Yeah, absolutely. We're not going to catch the horses." And he kind of looks at them and goes, Maybe we should go report back to the captain, huh? And they all kind of, yeah, totally. We should. Yeah. And so they're like, "All right, well, we'll be at Tove and we'll be awaiting your arrival."
Alrighty, let's go.
And with that, they kind of They kind of watch as you guys leave, and they sort of turn around, but leisurely walk. They're not running back to Tove, but they're walking, still trying to catch their breath as they head back. And the guard who was talking to you previously turns around and he goes, "It's the Brotherhood that did this. Venture anywhere in the forest and you'll find them. They live in the trees and they steal from our house. From our houses? I can't talk. They rob the poor people of Tove blind. They only satisfy their selfish greed. Like I said, anywhere in the forest, you'll find their presence."
All right. Thanks for the tip, Mr.
Before he can, before you say that, he just turns around and keeps walking.
Oh.
Call him Mister.
I like drop my head and turn back and under my breath go, "Dick."
Richard.
Mr. Anderson.
Okay.
Hey.
I guess we're heading
to
back.
Darshire.
Yeah, follow where we saw them running to.
All right. Yeah, you guys head back to about that same location that you remember kind of crossing their paths. And maybe even a little further back to Darashur. Now it is up to you guys. Let me know where you want to move. Let me know how you want to traverse this forest, how you want to try to find these. We'll make it happen.
Well,
should we just follow down the pathway?
Maybe we should go off.
I'd like to inspect trees for any kind of markings that thieves might have left.
Ooh. Good job.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll insight check? No, not
Probably.
insight check. Just a perception check. Actually, no, insight check because you're checking the trees.
All right.
You're looking for a marking specifically.
No!
Trees have all sorts of weird markings and shapes, Parsley. And you know this because...
Because what?
Because he's a druid.
Oh, okay.
Dang it, did I cut out?
Yeah.
I thought I was so funny. Whoa, whoa.
That works.
Yeah, none of us laughed, and Mike felt really bad.
I just started eating my granola and yogurt and was, oh, I guess that wasn't funny.
You all died.
Triumphant granola.
Yep.
Okay. I forget every single week. I think it's this one. Yep. Yes. I want to move places, like, as far as I can.
And I'll follow close behind him.
All right, let's say... Want to move, like, right there?
No. A little less, like right here. Back here, yeah.
Right there.
Feet.
Okay. Yeah. So you start making your way into the forest. As you do so, you can kind of see more things becoming revealed. What are you looking for?
Signs that the Brotherhood has been here. Just like any sort of trampling at all.
What's your investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll.
+2.
What I don't even know what the checks are. Investigation check?
Yeah. Solid. All right. Excellent.
It's a forest, man. A lot of things walk through here.
I'm going to turn around and go, what are these green things?
I'll walk up close behind him, and then
I don't like that. My ass is still sore.
I'll make the same kind of check, or I'll make a perception check to see if I can hear anything.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do a perception check.
What's your plus?
3.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
11. Might see something.
Well, I mean, you can hear stuff off in the forest. It's not like you can tell what it is necessarily, but you know, like there are plenty of birds around, there are things moving, there are trees swaying back and forth. You definitely get the idea that like this forest is full of creatures and stuff.
Hear that hog.
And with your discussion with the guard a bit earlier and him saying like check into the forest, you get the sense that like it would be pretty easy for a band of people or a lot of people to be, you know, able to survive and live in a forest like this. It's teeming with life, is what I mean to say.
Well, I'm sure they're in here.
They've got to be. How can you lose sight of a million horses when they run by.
Yeah.
We don't even see any tracks, huh?
Well, he doesn't.
To look for tracks.
Well, he does. That's true.
I'd like to move past what looks like the fork in the road there. Or in the trail. Oh, that is not where I clicked.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and ping.
no.
It's not pinging?
Click and
Oh,
hold.
it's transparent. You changed it to transparent.
God dang!
So you were just clicking like idiots.
Remember to go to disastersproductionmerch.com to get the new Cloak and Rolls t-shirts.
Just god dang it with CR on it.
Yeah.
Right there?
Yes.
So,
1 bush, 2 bush, red bush, yellow bush.
nailed it.
Dude, make that a book.
You should
All
work
right.
on it.
Millions.
I will
Give yourself
say,
an alias. Call yourself a doctor.
Fiddick.
Or something.
as you start walking this way, you do kind of notice a band of what appears to be something in that far corner. They haven't seemed to notice you.
Do they have instruments?
Oh god. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
It looks
We
like
don't
he's
see
got
it.
double reach.
We don't see any.
All right, so what do you do, Fiddick?
Parsley, care to
So-
take a...
I'm gonna walk back to my allies and inform them that I see what appears to be people further in the forest. Because I don't want to yell back at them.
Just use hand signals.
We told you that doesn't work. We don't know.
I'm not throwing gang signs.
It's very cautious of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it back to everybody.
Listen, guys. I see figures further down the path there. I saw at least 3 of them. I don't know what kind of intentions they have.
Shit, sounds to me like we need to figure that out.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Shall we confront them or
No, let's
Actually,
hey, Sal, you're good at stealth, ain't you?
I was thinking you guys stealth. Parsley and I take the helm and talk to them. If they don't want to cooperate, then we get the jump on them.
Hey,
So yeah, that's cool and all. I'm bad stealth. So I'm thinking like you let us 3
Fiddick.
take the helm.
Oh yeah.
No, us 3 take the helm, and then Parsley and Salazar roll good on stealth, and fingers crossed, and they kind of like hang back until we give a signal or something.
I was just gonna say that Fiddick should be one of the people that goes and talks to them, because if they don't see him return,
See Fiddick return.
We don't know if they saw him or not.
Yeah,
They
they
noticed
they.
him.
That's not no. Michael said they didn't notice him.
Yeah, they did not notice.
Oh,
Fiddick was
okay.
being quite quiet, and he kind of noticed that there was some sort of grumbling, sort of some sounds. What sounded kind of a little bit like screeching, like a little sort of coming from that area, and he noticed, oh,
It's not a bird
there's
call I
a
recognize.
group of something, yeah, and he slowly started backing up.
Listen here, fellas. Parsley, Salazar, you guys are pretty good at thievery from what I've gathered.
Oh,
Why don't you guys try to blend in, hide yourselves, and if you don't think it's safe enough, you can walk up with me, because if these are bandits, as we all know, I am pretty well dressed at this point, so maybe you guys can talk to them, and we can see if we can work our way in their ranks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was possibly,
Join thieves?
Well, since
No, it's
Parsley
just
and I
an
are,
act.
yes,
Okay.
acting to blend in.
You guys know I'm a cleric,
That's
right?
that's what you said back. Don't worry.
Listen, I know I can point at things and like they fucking bell sounds and they take necrotic damage, but I'm still a cleric.
Listen here, church boy.
No.
Do you actually
There's things in the world that you need to kind of make way for.
don't tell me what's in this world. That's in character. That's in character. Don't worry about that. Sorry.
I expect everything to be in character, boys.
Yes,
That was
indeed.
character.
I kind of get quiet and... Alright guys, let's do this before
Hands in.
Lucas kills me.
Team on there.
look at Salazar's hand.
Sitting there.
Just stare.
Is this what you people do?
Well, see how we got by. I think it is.
Anyway,
Alright,
who's taking
let's go.
lead? Who's
I will
taking
take lead.
Okay, Atreus takes lead. Are Parsley and Sal sneaking?
I was thinking having parsley on my shoulder. That's just our go-to.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Combo.
I love you changed the icons.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
She wants to blend in.
So
I'm thinking,
what? Tell me exactly what you guys are doing.
If you guys don't think that you can be very stealthy, then you can walk up with me as kind of like a trading token, since I apparently look rich, according to that guard.
Or maybe you're our trading token and we're trading you in for passage into the Brotherhood.
That's what I was saying.
Do we
No,
know
I
that
thought
these
you meant
guys are in
us
the
as
Brotherhood?
You trading us.
No, we
No,
don't know.
because you guys are the
Right,
thieves.
right, yeah.
You know the ways.
Yes, that's okay. What are you gonna do, Lucas?
Fuck, I don't know.
Don't put your hood over your head and tighten the strings. You already do that.
Oh, you already had me. I'm gonna go check out that bush.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I will approach from, like, if everybody's moving forward, and like two of them are splitting off, with one of them on the other shoulder, then I'm just going to keep moving forward with the group that is approaching, and kind of just like remain quiet. Like, I'm just at the back, and like if shit goes wrong, I'm gonna start casting spells, I guess.
Okay. So Salazar and Parsley, go ahead and roll a stealth.
What's your stealth, Logan?
I think +6.
+6 in stealth?
Yep.
And you didn't want to do that?
+6. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yes, but.
Here's Logan's stealth roll. 21.
Hey!
Go ahead, what?
Whoa!
Hey!
All
We're
right.
one together.
Holy shit.
Well,
I don't know if us being stealthy is gonna work.
there's plenty of ways to go through this, alright?
Okay. Yeah, I would say you guys are successfully stealthing right now.
Cool.
Okay.
Now listen, I don't know where you guys went, but if you sort of want to stay in the shadows
Yes,
as we
shall.
approach,
We'll do that.
All right. So what do you guys? What's your movement to? Let's say Salazar and Parsley. Where you guys heading?
Oh god, where were they? So they're down there somewhere. Should we just head in these just foliage, this trees over here, and then kind of jump to different like spots of like cover, kind of just every so often.
Yeah.
As they walk up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, I guess we'll stay there.
This takes me back to when I got lost in the woods.
You were walking in circles, Parsley. You saw the same tree 5 times.
and did you see him look at that first tree?
All right, and then the rest of you start to approach,
Oh wow, you're all like
keeping, walking carefully. well, as you,
Stop moving them like that. It's funny to watch.
as you guys come stomping along, singing, blah, blah, blah. Once you guys get close enough, you sort of realize, oh shit, that's a band of goblins, and they have all seen you and heard you come. You immediately start to notice they start running right at you. Go ahead and roll initiative, boys.
Don't worry.
Oh my god.
I got this. Run away!
What's +2 doing this?
Dang! Is that you, Wyatt?
Yep.
Dang. Right
It's like-
there.
yeah,
+1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. +2 to initiative. 7!
Everyone else go.
I got
Just
plus,
do it.
+2 is you?
No, I got +1.
I got +2, so yeah, do you mind? Mine
Logan's 10. RJ
All right.
is 12.
Salazar 10, Atreus 12.
Yep.
Lucas, what'd you get?
7.
7. All right, Fiddick.
Can you roll a -3 for me?
He's gonna be the.
Two. All right, Parsley.
20 something.
Oh, I already rolled. It's 22.
22.
Oh shit. Parsley Salazar, are you there? Guys? Just go on. Yeah, we didn't think it was good.
They're gonna loot our corpses.
So if you guys are still stealth, you got like
Bonus or something like that.
yeah, like attack opportunity,
Something like
surprise
that.
stage of combat.
Yeah.
Maybe some.
All right,
got
hold
perfect
on.
idea.
Come on, Lucas. Don't you know that halflings are naturally stealthy? You'll never be able to find me.
Why is that bush talking to me?
It's me with them. I'm just like.
Why are the trees talking to me? Why is the helicopter
eyes.
playing Fortunate Son?
Vietnamese.
All right. So with that, yeah, you kind of notice all of these goblins start running your way, but they don't quite start running at you in time. So Parsley, you are top of the round. What do you do?
All right.
And you are currently stealth. Keep that in mind. They have not noticed you or Salazar.
Hmm.
Hey, Michael.
Parsley.
Hey, yeah.
The turn order disappeared. Like it's all wait for me.
It's working for me.
All right.
Not
Well,
for me.
I guess that's okay then.
I guess he can just say who's next, but
I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's me next.
Parsley.
Just wanna. Yeah.
Did you have 10 or did you have 7?
Do you wanna like hold?
All right, you got to go fast, man. 6 seconds. What are
you
you
wanna
doing?
hold on to your initiative until after me? I have an idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait in these bushes and see.
All right. Isn't that a thing? Holding on to initiative and like.
Well, you're currently on his shoulders
Right.
because you did say that.
Right.
Yeah, so you can hold your turn. Now, the way that this works is
Yeah. What is?
you can't hold movement,
Right.
but you can hold actions. So you can move into a spot that you wanted to move to, or you can hold your action until kind of you can say a certain thing. So you can say, I want to hold my action until Salazar's turn, or until Salazar attacks, or whatever.
Right.
And in the event that that doesn't happen, let's say Salazar decides, I'm not going to attack this round.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I'm going to like flee and heal or something. At any point, as long as it isn't your next turn, so Parsley, you would be able to say, okay, I'm saying, screw it, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm action.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah, then I'll hold my action. And you know what? While I have it, might as well use the bonus action to prepare some stones.
Perfect.
Okay.
Magically, of course.
Just grab some rocks.
Of course.
Well, he can't reach
Alright.
regular rocks.
The tree rocks.
Okay. Great. And that ends your turn then?
Yep.
Great. Atreus, what you doing, bud?
All right. I will sprint up to the goblin with the bow.
Okay.
I think that's 30. Or, yeah.
Yeah, it's plenty.
Okay. And then
Yeah, it's like 20, 25.
we'll make a roll to attack.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
Okay, so I got a 14.
Okay, let me see. Against this archer guy, 14 does hit. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Boom. 5.
Oh,
Damn.
that's alright. You got that one out of the way. No one's gonna get that crit one. I hope.
Or fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you run up and with your, you said your longsword? Is that what you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah, you run up kind of in one, gallop and swing kind of motion. You sort of like draw your sword, swing it down nice and low kind of around the legs, and then swing upwards at the guy, sort of like hitting at his arms and near his chest area, sort of like to deflect the bow out of the way, and you manage to catch him for a little bit of damage.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so Salazar.
Parsley, do you trust me?
Yes.
Cannonball technique. Let's do it. I want to grab Parsley and like shot put him, run and shot put him at the one closest goblin, which I believe is that one right there.
That is, yeah. Where do you want to move to?
Is there like a limit or something of like how far I can move when I throw him, or?
So I'm gonna, yeah. Well, that'll be determined. But I'm gonna say though that he's got partial cover,
Right.
being kind of from this angle at least. So I would say you have to move kind of like over in that area to remove that cover to have a straight shot.
Throw him against the tree.
I can do that. Does being stealth give any advantages, or is it gone once I walk out?
I'm gonna say for this attack, since he hasn't noticed you yet, your movement, you're running while still being stealth, and then throwing parsley, if that's what you end up doing.
Yes.
That will all be counted as stealth.
Perfect.
So I think with stealth, I forget which it is. I know, like with your dagger and stuff, if you attack during stealth, what rogues have abilities that get like critical hits.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you okay? Why am I looking at yours? Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say, since you're not using your daggers or proficient in, and I don't think you're proficient in parsley.
We've been together for a while.
I'm gonna say that you won't crit on it, but you'll definitely get advantage on your attack roll.
That's fine by me.
So
you're saying around here-ish or something?
Yeah, just so he's like that bush isn't kind of in front of him.
All right, I can do that. I can deal with that.
Okay, so like right there?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you move to there.
Yes.
And then?
Shot put parsley at that goblin.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
All right.
This would be an athletics. Well, no, just general strength check. You got to see how far you can throw.
It's +2 for strength, +2 for athletics, so 14.
14, okay. So, yeah, you kind of do the whole shot, take your careful steps and do the running shot put motion as parsley goes flying right in the direction of the goblin. So actually, go ahead and roll one more time just in case, since you had advantage.
Oh, true. Yeah, good idea.
Okay, yeah, but you still hit him. So
cool.
Parsley goes tumbling right into him. Go ahead and roll for damage. Go ahead and
How much is parsley worth for damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a 1d10.
What's your health?
Okay. 2, not bad.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
The goblin catches
All right.
him.
Yeah, the goblin, totally surprised, is like, ah! As this little halfling comes landing right on. Doesn't seem to do any severe damage, but definitely hurts him and crushes him a little bit, but also mostly catches him off guard.
All
right. So with that, are you gonna do something then?
Yeah, I guess I'll just give him a whop with the quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. It's good, since you were saving your action. No.
Imagine you see 3 people and one dragonborn runs out with a halfling, whips him at you, and then starts beating you with this. Ooh.
So, as you kind of fumble to your feet after just getting tossed at a goblin, you pull out your quarterstaff and manage to just do a quick swing at the guy. The goblin at this point is still struggling to get up too, but also notices that you're now there trying to attack it, and it kind of dodges your quarterstaff. Okay, so that does not hit.
It was half cool, right?
Okay, with that,
awesome.
It is the goblin's turn. And hold up one second.
We got this, don't worry.
That should actually be 9. Okay.
9 what?
Sorry, I was just checking Parsley's health.
Oh, okay.
He took 2 for dodging out of the way of the stuff, but I took 3 off on accident. Okay. So that goblin is going to just start swinging at you with the shitty little dagger, Parsley.
All right.
Okay. 1. What did I say there? Okay. All right, that's a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay, yeah, you kind of dodge out of the way all sly-like. Okay, so that was his turn. This one runs right up to Atreus and engages with them. And he's just like, running at you with a club, and he goes to swing at you, Atreus.
All right.
That's one. That's a nat 20.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that hits.
Sorry, he's a beefy boy.
All right.
He's a big beefy boy. He can handle it.
So he runs up to you with this club, and seeing you just whip out your broadsword and strike at his fellow goblin, he's feeling pretty heroic and feeling like he's going to try and save that. So he runs right up to you, and with that little wooden mallet that he has, smacks you right on the dome. And he's going to do a total of 9 points of damage to you.
Damn.
9 points of damage?
Yep, as your head is ringing.
Your head's ringing.
What you got?
I'm at 4 health left.
Oh, you're fine.
Who's gonna heal me?
I'm not healing you. You're
What
fine.
the? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Don't worry, guys. I have second wind.
Oh, jeez.
All right. This goblin is going to run back a bit. So you get an attack of opportunity on him as the archer tries to back away from you, Atreus. So go ahead and roll to attack.
Is that like just a normal roll for attack then, too? Or...
Yep. So yeah, your same normal attack roll that you would do.
Okay.
Do I have a speak goblin?
I don't think so. Not me.
I should have asked that.
Ooh, 21.
Oh, you definitely hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right. Now I do the D8 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. 10.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh! How do you kill this goblin, Atreus?
Well, as he starts to run, I sweep at his legs, chop them clean off,
Dang.
and then after I swing through his legs, I bring it up over my head and just fucking split his head completely in half.
Jeez.
Oh, brilliant.
He's angry.
And what's your cool one-liner?
I don't have one.
Basically,
All right.
Walk away. You just placed your sword on his shoulder and said, "Not so fast, son."
Where do you think you're
All right, that's
going?
one dead goblin.
You don't have a
Okay.
leg to stand on.
And this big boy over here,
Don't lose your head.
this big one's going to run over and attack the halfling.
You got this part.
Okay.
I'll throw Lucas after you. Don't worry.
No, the hell you're not.
Okay, that's an 11.
No, I'm good.
Okay, that was with his spear. He's also going to try to thrust with his shield at you.
Oh.
Let's see. That's an 18.
Yo.
That one will hit.
Okay. And that is going to do...
It's a shield. You can't do both.
Sorry, let me roll for the damage here. Oof. That's going to do 2 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
It's a shield.
All right, and with that, Lucas, it is now your turn.
So does he hit like parsley, or does he just like tap him on top of the head with it?
Boink. Bonk.
Just kind of thrashing at him with the shield and with whatever he's got.
So I'd like to move over to here, 25 feet right behind Atreus.
Okay.
And can I don't know if this will count as my action, but I want to give him the minor healing potion that I have on me.
You don't have to worry about that.
Never mind, he's telling me I don't have to worry about that.
I have an ability that lets me heal.
Okay.
Yeah, but he
Like-
doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Okay.
But like if I try to hand it out
Right.
and then you go, no, I'm good.
No.
Then
no,
I'm going to take it back.
I'll accept it. I'll accept
Okay, so I will say that takes up your bonus action. Since you didn't actually like hand it off to him, you just kind of ran up. Hey,
Offered.
and you go, okay.
Okay.
And you knew instantly he wasn't going to take it. So
Okay.
you still have an action, but yeah, you don't have a bonus action now.
Then I would like to cast Sacred Flame on Big Gobby. On Big
Ooh, okay.
Big boy.
Sacred Flame, flame-like radiance descends on a creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 of radiant damage. Target gains no benefits from cover on the saving throw. So his wisdom save.
You said wisdom save or dexterity save?
Dexterity save. I'm sorry. I got caught up looking at another one.
Okay.
So it's a dex save. Every time we do this, 12.
12's the DC?
Yeah.
Okay, he does make his save. Does it do half damage then?
I mean, it
Or
just
does it
says
do no
the
damage?
target gains no benefit. So like I don't know what that means. Like no benefit from cover from the saving throw.
Oh, so I think that means like if he were behind something, he would probably have advantage or whatever, or take a certain like less, or like there would be a benefit for his saving throw.
Okay.
To like dodge the attack essentially.
Okay.
But that spell seems like it negates that. So even if he's behind something, this light will still hit him and reach him behind it.
I think it's just kind of like
it avoids
it
it.
didn't hit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's say it avoids it then.
Okay.
All right. So Fiddick.
Clown outfit.
Well, I'm gonna stay right there, and I'm gonna viciously mock from afar that big one.
Okay. How do you viciously mock it?
Hey, picking on the little guy over there. You compensating for something?
Oh, that cuts deep.
So must succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Which is 14.
Oh, okay. He does not make it. It was close, but he does not make it.
He cries.
Okay. So then you roll for damage. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's
Great.
1d4, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
3.
Ooh, 3, nice. Sweet.
Okay. That's this little icon I put on him is he's being mocked face, and he's annoyed.
Good to know.
And hopefully I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be
Is that it?
Yep.
Great. Okay, Parsley, back to you.
Alright. Gonna head back probably to here.
Okay. I'm just gonna warn you, since you got 2 creatures on you, that's gonna be 2 attacks of opportunity.
That we won't do that. I guess we'll just try and bonk the goblin in front of me again.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome, God.
Go to roll to attack.
Bonk him real good.
You've got this.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Basically.
He's
They're swinging back and forth, missing each other.
he's a small target too, so understandably so he's a little hard to hit. Yeah, he kind of dives out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, you have a bonus action if you want to do anything. Well, anything that can be done.
No, I don't really think there's anything I can do that'd be useful.
Joker's to the right. And here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
What's your health at, Wyatt?
You're at 7 out of 11.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was allowed to know that metagame knowledge. So I was just gonna give him, I'm doing all right.
Just true.
It's
Good point.
The DM knows exactly what your health is.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, hold on.
Let's keep track.
I was gonna say, so I'm tracking your guys' health.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that on your characters?
No.
Oh, sweet.
No.
Good. From now on, I'm gonna say, yeah, you're doing all right, or you're not doing so well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like we would know number-wise what our health is, so it's like, I'm not doing so great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. In that case, Atreus, you're really not doing.
Well,
And y'all can see that.
boys.
Okay.
First of
So
all-
Parsley, if that's it, then Atreus, you're up.
Is that it, Parsley?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna roll to attack this asshole right next to me.
All right.
D100.
Go for it.
22!
Dang.
Oh, I'd say that hits.
No.
Go ahead, roll for damage.
D8 plus 4. 11.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Dude, good.
So, after just killing that other goblin like it was nothing, you kind of look at this one, and you're extra angry that since he bonked you right on the head with his mallet,
Is the goblin
you
laughing?
you kind of hold your
What are you
your
laughing at?
after saying that, you kind of hold your broadsword, like point it directly at him before quickly swinging it around and making a strike, which cuts him pretty deep. 11 points of damage. He is struggling to survive right now.
And bonus action, I'd like to use second wind. So
Wait an hour. I swear to God, if my computer restarts, I'm gonna be pissed.
An hour to beat this campaign now.
all right.
We gotta get all the way to the end, boys.
Yeah.
Second wind is 1d10 plus 4. Or not plus 4, plus 1.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Is it just straight? Wait, hold up. What is it?
I gain that many hit points back.
Oh, cool.
So like you have to rest to get back or something? Or?
Yeah,
Oh,
once
okay.
per short rest.
Okay.
I gain
Nice.
bonus action to
Great.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, you're feeling invigorated now after fucking up these. Okay, so that was your bonus action then. So you're all set.
Yep.
Okay, so Salazar, we're now at you.
All right. I'm gonna run to, I guess it'd be his left, I guess, if you're looking at it from Salazar's view.
Mm-hmm.
Run right there, and I'm gonna turn, face him, and use my dragon's breath on him, which is the basically 30 feet line. So I'm gonna.
I was gonna say that one's the straight line, right? It's not the cone.
No, not cone. Straight line. 30 feet.
Oh gosh! All right.
No cone.
Settle for a burger.
All right. So remind me how that one goes.
Dexterity saving throw of they have to beat an 11.
Okay. So. Okay, the big guy does not make his save. The little guy does make it though.
Okay, so little guy will take half damage, and the big guy takes 4
Okay.
damage. And this is lightning, so I don't know if that matters or not.
It does not in this circumstance.
All right. 2d6. This is the full damage, and then little guy will take 4 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. Not
been able to do
too
that.
bad.
Why'd you throw the little guy at him?
Because we're a team.
All right. Yeah. After just
I ran
letting
up to
out
save
this
him.
electrical breath, you
Lucas, get your head out of your freaking
really
sweater.
shocked these guys into submission. They are not doing so.
Just like that.
Not doing so what?
Ha-ta.
You said both of them?
Yeah, both are not doing so well.
Cool.
Okay.
Zap. I see you.
Does that end it?
Zap.
If that ends your turn, then it's going to go to Lucas.
Yep, that ends my turn. All right, Lucas, what you got? Show me the money.
Not a whole lot.
Get him, boy.
Go get him.
Hey, go get him there, Skeeter.
If I run to... Wait, hold on. Give me... Un momento, por favor.
Maths.
It's a long 6 seconds.
Okay, so I do have to get behind him, but if I
Stay
run...
in character, Sean. 6 seconds.
Not. If I run
What are
over
you playing with those cheeks? This whole other time that it wasn't your turn?
They were actually, no joke.
I'd like to run behind Parsley.
Okay, I would say running in that straight line, the tall goblin would get an attack of opportunity on you.
Then never mind.
But keep in mind, he is rolling with disadvantage.
Alright, fine, I'll do it. I run behind him.
Okay.
What we tried.
Okay.
Let me get into my case.
Okay, he rolled a 15 with disadvantage.
That hits. Because ties go to the runner, right?
Yeah. The armor class means like that is the lowest he needs to hit you.
Right.
Yeah, he got a 15. So,
Okay.
yeah.
It's okay.
All right. He's only going to get the one attack of opportunity. He's not going to do shield and his spear, but he's just going to do his spear. Let me type that right.
No, it's 11.
Okay, he's going to do 4 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay.
No, you gotta heal if you're gonna do negative. There, no damage. Negative damage equals heal.
That's a funny system.
Right.
Okay, but I'm behind Parsley, right?
Yep.
I'd like
And since he's a halfling, you can kind of attack over him. He doesn't obstruct your view.
Touche.
You guys got to remember that. Halflings are nice like that.
How's
You
he
can
looking?
shoot over him.
How's he looking?
Who?
How's Parsley looking?
I'm all right.
Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
Then I'm going to use Cure Wounds on him. Creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
I got to figure that out. Hold on. 1d8 plus 2. He gains 3.
Not bad.
Okay. Okay, he's feeling pretty good.
I have bonus action, right? Or did
Sure.
I use that? Okay.
Nope, you use your movement and then an action. So you still have bonus.
Oh, wait. No. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. The only bonus I would have would drain my other spell slot, so.
Gotcha.
I'm good. That's it.
Okay. Then if that's it, then it is the goblin's turn. So Fiddick, does the vicious mockery, does the disadvantage on the attacks last until their next turn?
Just their next attack.
Okay.
Yeah, and have disadvantage on next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay, so he did an attack of That's tricky. Okay, so he did an
It says
attack of opportunity.
roll, so I would assume that it's gone.
Well, I was going to say, though, this would be his turn now, since the last time you went, since you went after him. So it's like it's his first time attacking with the vicious mockery on his own turn.
Yeah.
So he would get disadvantage this time, and then it'll be gone after this turn.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, the big guy is just going to kind of look at Salazar there and roll for an attack.
What you do? Stab me?
Oh, he going to try.
Oh, we gonna try.
Natural 20.
Ooh. I've had worse.
Ooh. Okay, that's with the spear. Oh my goodness. Okay, and what did I do? I gotta remember all my rolls.
Yeah.
There. What in the world? That didn't do it right. Okay, let me hold up. I gotta re-roll that. I typed in
Just
something
kill me if
wrong.
you want.
No. I typed in something wrong. Okay.
85 damage.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So he does 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Alright.
Okay. He's also going to attack with that shield.
Yes.
Just miss. He didn't roll yet. Okay. That's an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And the damage. He does 2 points of what's the bashing damage, whatever that is.
I'm just on the ground like
blunt damage or whatever. I can't remember what. Bludgeoning. There we go. All right, and yeah, Salazar's not looking so hot.
Just on the ground, shaking hand, thumbs up, like, you know. Okay.
All right, the goblin that's attacking Atreus, he is terrified right now, but he's still gonna try to do something to avenge his fallen brother, and he's gonna attack you with that same mallet.
Bonk.
Bring it on, bitch.
He's going bonk. Yeah, he rolls a 19.
Are you?
Okay, that hits.
Yes, that hits.
All right.
Bonk.
Boop. All right, he does a total. Oh my god, is a total of 6 damage to you.
Okay.
He gets a serious bonking.
Stop rolling so good, DM.
Oh, it's terrible.
Well, I'm sure it is. Watching us suffer.
Really bad.
It's okay, I'm
He
still in.
did say he was getting ready to party wipe us.
Yep.
Yeah, TKP or yeah, TKP guy. TPK. TPK guys. Team total party kill. All right, and then this last goblin, he's gonna make a strike at you, Parsley.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I gotta type that in the chat, not just use it like hotkeys. Okay. Oh my god, a nat 20!
Oh my god.
Good thing you did.
Oh god!
What are you laughing at?
Rolling for damage.
My god, Mike.
Holy Christ. Oof. Oh, crud. He does 8 points of piercing damage with his little dagger as he stabs you.
It is a good thing you did the healing.
Holy crap, and Parsley's not looking so good.
Parsley, how you holding up, Parsley?
I don't know if I'm ready to be thrown again.
That's all right. You can throw me this time.
All right. That is going to end their turn. So, with that, Fiddick, you're up.
I'm gonna run at the big goblin after seeing Salazar's state.
All of our states are bad.
Coming right up there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at him with my long sword.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
That swing good.
Oh my god.
That's 2 nat 1s in a row.
nat
What is up with that? Michael, did you hack the system?
Oh, boys, welcome to D&D 5th edition.
Basically.
All right, so yeah, as you run up, I'll swing at him. You kind of fumble and drop your sword along the way, using up your ambush to pick it back up and, you know, kind of get ready. You don't take any damage. He doesn't take any damage, but you're a little embarrassed that you dropped your sword while running up to him. All right.
At least your toes are okay.
Do you have some? Do you want to do a bonus action? Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'd like to use Healing Word on Salazar.
Okay.
What is that word?
What is that word?
Heal.
Hey, listen, pal, we kind of need to stay in this. You're not looking so great. So get back in there and hit him.
Yes, coach.
All right. Roll to heal.
I'll go 4 rounds with him, but not 5.
So he gets 8
Ooh.
back.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
All right. He's topped off.
Yeah.
Nice. He's feeling great.
Skadoosh.
He's feeling like he can make it to that 4th round.
Until he gets
All right.
hit again.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all getting crit.
Okay. So with that, Parsley, that is you.
Okay.
Let's just go right now. I think. It's only 7:30. Let's go.
How's the goblin in front of me look?
He's not doing so hot. He's still got some fight in him, but definitely weakened.
All right. Well, we'll attempt this again.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm, right?
Yep.
God.
You gotta do it.
You go to swing with that quarterstaff, but he just kind of steps out of the way. He's seen this trick before.
Not wrong.
Alright.
Both of them need to stop moving.
You have a bonus action if you want, and your movement if you want to do anything.
Parsley, the last time this happened, you threw a dagger. That seemed to have gone well.
Yeah. Right. I can take it.
The problem is I'm in range of said dagger. Yeah, I don't know that I can do anything.
All right. With that, it goes to Atreus.
You're up, boy.
Alrighty. Let's see what I can do. Ugh, let me just.
Get 3 more
Well,
ones.
I mean, I think I'm gonna have to attack, so we'll start with that.
Okay.
You're going for the guy right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna attack the dead one. I mean, hey, anything's possible.
Ooh.
16.
That hits.
Good.
Good. Yeah,
roll
good.
damage.
Jesus Christ. At least someone's competent today.
Yeah. 6. Hey, I'm a good meat shield.
All right.
This is karma for what you did.
How do you take out this one?
I'm sure.
I stab him clean through the chest, hold him closely as I tell him, it's okay, rest easy. And then I
He
pull
just
the
kinda
sword
goes,
out, slice his head off.
And then falls back.
Piss on your grave. Piss on your grave.
All right. That's another dead goblin.
Oh my
Nice.
Sendayu.
Funny tip.
Nani?
I actually did a bard move on you last session. I vicious mocked you with my dragging these nuts on your face. I just figured that out. I am a bard.
Alright. Let me see if I have any bonus actions here. Wrong thing. Nope.
It's a scary computer. Your
So-
computer's bad.
That's all I'm gonna do for now.
Well, hey, Atreus, you can come over here and help us surround
Oh
him.
yeah, that's true. I'll surround him.
Yeah.
I'll go behind the big guy. The big guy.
About right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And you come up and get ready to attack.
Right there or right there.
Right there, right there.
Okay, Salazar.
All right.
What you doing?
Pull out my rapier and
What are you gonna do to him?
take a poke at him. I'm gonna poke him.
It's a pointy sword, Sean.
Yeah. Could be childish.
Get your hands off those cheeks.
Actually, Logan's hands are on the cheeks right
My
now.
palm is on him. Alrighty.
That's still your hand.
Yeah.
Did you roll? Did you just roll?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
rolled
that
an 8.
was Sean rolling. No, that was me.
Don't preempt with me.
Yeah, he. You go to thrust with the blade, and he knocks it out of the way with the shield.
Tiny sword, big dude,
With
not a
with
good
the
matchup.
Bonus action. Am I able to pull out my dagger for my two-handed attack? Or, well, I say two-handed attack, but the other hand, offhand?
Yeah,
attack?
your offhand attack.
Okay. Well, let's give it a try.
Ooh,
Hey!
Oh, 17 hits.
it was a feint.
I don't get any bonus damage, sadly.
Oh yes!
And I say, you fight like my sister.
And he's like, I fought your sister.
That is a compliment. Take this 3 damage while you're at it.
Ah! All right, he's not looking so hot at this point.
Yeah.
All right. So if that ends your turn, Salazar, Lucas.
Yep.
Okay, so
Get him.
on the one right in front of Parsley here, I'm just gonna use Sacred Flame again.
Okay. Does Sacred Flame have a radius?
Or
is it
no,
just
it
like-
doesn't. It's just like within, as long as he is within 60 feet, I can use it on them.
Okay.
Kills us all.
All right. Now is that? Does he have to make a dex saving throw? Is it...
Yep, and the DC is 12. I want to say
That was 4. No, 12. Yeah.
12. 12.
Ooh, he does not make the save.
Yes. Okay, and then
Okay, roll for damage.
1d8 plus 2. 10!
Yeah!
Oh. How do you obliterate this guy?
So I point at him and I say a word in Infernal, which is a language I speak, which just means fire, and it kind of like starts from within him and then like slowly spreads out, and like everybody sees it like slowly move throughout his body, like tracing veins and everything until he just crumples in a smoking heap.
Can you tell him?
It's just a pile of ash.
And then in Infernal I whisper heartburn. No, I whisper that in common so everybody hears it.
All right. Okay, with that, it is the final goblin's turn. He's going to make a desperate swing at Salazar there, who's been engaging with him. What? Oh, he rolled a nat one.
Oh! I heard nat, and I was like, I swear if it's another 20.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So he goes to kind of stab at you. You manage to, like, duck under his spear thrust and also, like, hit it upwards at the same time so that the whole spear kind of, like you step on a shovel or something, springs back and smacks him right in the face. I'm gonna roll some damage now. And with that...
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. Let's see. It fucking knocks him right out, and he slowly into death.
I meant to do that.
Fantastic.
So he smacks himself as you hit that spear right up into his own face, and it hits the nose or something just right, but his brain just goes out cold, and he drops.
What comes around goes around. Am I right?
All right, and that, gentlemen, is the end of the fight. You are now out of combat. And you have lying before you 4 dead, very dead goblins. Well, 3 dead goblins and 1 pile of ash.
I'd say a last rites to them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like in Infernal. I just go like, may the Lord take you or whatever.
Infernal Lord.
Well,
Burn in hell!
Okay.
As long as the Infernal... Basically what it is. I don't know where your path is going, but whoever is accepting you next, may you rot.
Can I kick one? Just
Roll for an attack with advantage.
with advantage. All right, cool. Should I just roll a D100 just for the heck?
2 D20s.
No, because it'll
2 and an 8. Yeah, I'm gonna swing and miss on that one.
stub your toe.
No, you managed to catch him, but like it doesn't do anything. You just definitely kick him.
Morale for me.
Like you're peeved.
Yeah.
I'd like to loot.
Me too. The
Okay.
2 that I killed.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, so Lucas and Atreus, you were the guys who said that first, right?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so you guys start rummaging around. You find a couple items, mostly just like some sort of like shiny cups, probably worth, at most altogether, it's probably like a couple gold. And then you find about 3 gold pieces on them as well. It seems that they had found some people and robbed them along the way, or found them off of people or something along their travels. So, Lucas, you get 1 of the gold, and then all of the cups and stuff. Then Atreus, you get 2 gold.
I'll give
Also,
2 gold to somebody
Fiddick.
else.
No.
Also, Fiddick,
I was literally just about.
did you mark that you gave Milton 15 gold? Did you subtract that from your inventory?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great.
I toss my
Milton's very happy about that.
I toss my gold piece over to Atreus and say, "Good job, kid."
My eye.
I catch it.
You got to roll to catch it.
Okay.
I will roll to
Atreus,
catch
you
it.
add another gold to your inventory.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's incredible. You did not.
I don't feel so good.
You lost the gold.
Does
In the eye.
anybody need like a short rest or something?
Oh yeah.
I need to get back my.
I'm really low health, so yeah, I'd like a short rest.
Okay. I could use a short rest too. How do we short rest?
You guys just tell me you're short resting, and then
I'm
you
short resting.
The hit die, isn't that like whatever your hit die is, you roll and that's what you get for healing.
Come touch my sacred mouse pad. So we're short resting.
All right, so yeah, short resting. If I'm not mistaken, you have a certain amount of hit die per long rest, right?
Yes.
And when you take a long rest, you gain like half of it back or something, right? Per long rest, or like half your maximum. So you guys sit around for an hour. I guess how do you? I guess roll a hit die or whatever to get your back.
So mine's 1d8 that I roll to see what I get back. I get 6 back. So I'm
okay.
Can I just use a app that I have on my phone and like show it to these guys and
no, it's not fair.
Faster?
No, it's not fair.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, it's pretty cool dice too, but okay, whatever.
Y'all do whatever you want to do.
Woo!
Great. Yeah, that'll help. Okay, Parsley's back up.
Yeah.
Atreus, I think you're the last one who needs to roll.
I don't think that you get a modifier.
There's mine.
Ooh. Golden. Okay, and I believe with the short rest, you also get your second win back. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, great. Yeah, so make sure you guys you get everything with the short rest that you would. Make sure you make note of that.
Yeah, I got my dragon's breath back.
Do I get?
Okay. Yeah, so you guys rest for about an hour before feeling like okay, you should get up and continue on. So, what do you do now?
Good question. We thought that was the Brotherhood, but not. So
yeah,
rattled our heads there for a bit. Get that turnover out of here.
I can't.
Yeah, close enough.
I'll roll a perception check to see if I can like scout out any footsteps or something like that.
Gotcha.
So if you want to do like checking for footprints, make a survival check.
Okay.
Ooh, something Sean. I don't know if he's good in it. No, he's good in it.
We'll find out.
Yeah. It's bottom.
Bottom survival plus 2.
Plus 2. It's
Okay.
the same.
Nice.
All right, so I'm rolling for survival.
Yes, a survival check.
Hey,
21.
Where was that before?
Hey yo.
Why is there always for like skill checks that are all right to do?
Yeah, so after rolling that, you kind of head over this way, heading back just slightly into the way that you came. You kind of notice there are some footprints and a lot of horse footprints going in this direction.
Perfect. I yell that back to the party and say, "Hey, nice
Found some
work.
footprints."
I got footprint. I vote good. I got 21. I see footprint.
I think someone's
Right, everybody turns around and stops resting and comes over.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call it treasure.
Remember the metagame. Stay in character.
It's true. I'm boosting morale with jokes.
You're not a bard.
I mean, I just mocked
Shut up.
Sean last session.
You're what is it, dual classing or whatever?
Yeah, so let's just keep moving on that path that we saw. So like over to, maybe not that far, like right before this bend, and I would like to like approach stealthily and see if like anybody is around that bend.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check first.
Yo, Parsley, you want up on my shoulder?
Plus 2.
Don't worry, I won't throw you this time.
Okay, so here is stealth. 12.
Okay. So I'll also reveal what you can see.
And then,
Yeah, so far so good. You're not noticing anything.
Okay.
Want to keep moving? And do you want to keep taking the lead?
I mean, unless someone else wants to take it, but I'll keep going.
Want to take the lead. It seems like you're the leader.
Okay, do you want to move like there?
No, right here. And I want to check like down that path to what would be my right.
So that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me reveal the area upon you here first.
A brood mother.
A beholder.
The same one.
You thought.
Gablins.
Hey kids, want to see
It's a-
that body?
Yeah, we got 4 back there.
It's a forest, guys.
You're
All
a
right.
forest.
Okay, so you moved up here. You're still kind of stealthing along. Everybody trailing behind. Everybody else, you still wanna keep trailing. Everybody wants to keep doing what they're doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Last
Cool.
chance, Parsley. You want
Just keep leading me through it, you guys. Keep telling me what you want to do.
All right, yeah, just keep moving in. Back down to here now.
Down that way.
Yeah.
And I will
All right.
climb on Salazar's shoulders.
Hey, come on.
All right, noted.
For a while.
Whoa!
Don't look at it.
A forest heart.
Only one person look and see what happens.
All right, you two.
Are we all looking? I just said not to look.
It's a prolapsed anus.
Yeah, you notice something over on the ground. What do you do?
I want
It
to.
appears to be like handmade, from what you can tell from this distance.
I won't look. I'm not gonna look. Just
Yeah,
in
you
case.
don't look. I want to know what it is. I want to go to it,
Oh.
and I want to understand it.
Very detailed. I like it.
Okay. What's the roll? An insight check? No, investigation check. You're investigating the object.
All right, here we go. Another 12.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, it appeared you can't really tell like much about what it is or where it came from, except the fact that you know it's the kind of purse. You don't know from like what type of person or anything like that, but it's definitely got some coin in it.
Oh.
What do you see over there, Lucas? I'm not looking still.
You're safe to look. It's a purse.
Oh, okay.
It's- No, it's empty though. And I
Alright.
put the coins into my own
Giant
purse.
fucking purse.
All right, go ahead and
Lucas
add
would do that.
25
I'm not
gold
respecting the fish.
to your inventory.
I'm not respecting the fic. I gotta split it.
You gotta spend your drip.
All right. So everybody's kind of like, "What do you got over there?"
And I have like a moral argument with myself, like, I really can't, but I should. I want it, but I can't, so I split it. So how much gold was it?
25 total.
25 total, so
How odd.
we each get 5 gold.
All right. Everybody go ahead and add 5 gold to your inventory. Amazing what people leave behind in the forest.
I forget where we do that. Okay.
Well, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
That's
wanted to
idea.
do it the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I can tell in your voice.
No, I'm just, still kind of stressed out. I want to keep moving in. About right here.
I know what
We'll follow behind him.
I'll follow behind him too.
When you have these
Okay.
dogs, does the evil part of you like speak to you in Infernal?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I have Infernal and Celestial talking in my head.
You have my halfling.
And my soul.
There we go.
And my word.
And my axe!
Who said that?
Must have been the wind.
Oh, wrong universe.
No, it's okay. We need the help.
Yeah.
Frodo is actually related to Parsley.
Yeah. Long lost cousins.
We can't call them hobbits, though. There's copyright issues.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Halflings, not anything else. Starting with the same letter. Okay.
And farther over to here.
All right, you get to
What
about
up, this
here
time?
before you notice there's something in the road ahead of you, and it is kind of digging around in the grass, and it looks up and sees you. Now you do. So I'm going to say, Lucas, you get to choose to do something. What do you do? It seems to be some sort of creature.
Could I try?
What's your reaction to seeing it?
I freeze,
Yeah, I was gonna say I freeze,
but then like,
but unless it's just
do I get to like regain my composure briefly? Because like I feel like after like freezing and being like, oh shit, because like I'm just on edge after fighting a bunch of goblins, I'm gonna be like, oh man. But then it's like, okay, it's an animal. So I go, now what? And I would want to try and scare it away.
What kind of animal?
Okay, go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Intimidation. What's my intimidation? It's +2. Okay. 21.
Wow.
Yeah, so you go ahead and make some noise, pretend to be really big, and that thing just fucking darts off.
I make bird noises.
The hawk noise.
Was that the red-tailed hawk?
Yeah.
Yes, from the northeastern sector.
Yeah, whatever type of creature that was, you definitely succeeded in spooking it, and it just heads for the hills.
Boy, I hope
wherever that is further up in the forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep going in. Guys cool with going in more?
Yeah, right behind
Mhm.
you, buddy.
Right.
Keep leading.
No, let's be quiet.
What?
What?
What? We're in the ear canal of the forest.
I freaking love that.
Okay, Professor. What?
What?
Okay, Lucas.
Okay, Lucas.
What?
Um.
We're just following what you chased down. We're scared away.
Yeah, everybody else in the party is like dead silent, like shaking from just fighting a bunch of goblins and almost dying.
What?
I'd like to do a check to make sure that we're still following the footprints and the hoof prints.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a survival check.
+2. Everything's +2.
And a
4.
Both twos.
You're not entirely sure where the tracks are heading, but you're fairly confident this is at least the general direction where they were going. You can't tell where they continue, though.
Okay.
Not at this point.
Okay. Well, I'll keep going in.
Keep it going.
Where are you moving?
Yeah, where we going? Where we going, Lucas? Lead
Here.
the way. Whoa! R2D2.
Meow.
What kind of teleportation magic is that, Lucas?
Don't worry about it.
All right, let me.
What do you think was going to happen?
I'm cool. All my rolls become 20s?
Oh, yeah. Gosh dang.
Don't worry
Very
about
good.
Become 20s.
Good. Jeez.
You just don't know it
Great
yet.
audio.
Hey, a mushroom.
I don't look!
Okay.
That's actually smart. We never know when that mirror's gonna pop up again.
No. The floating mirror.
Hey, don't talk shit about that mirror. I got a second date with it.
You fucking better not. That's gonna be an issue.
All right. So as you enter this part of the forest, you kind of have 3 potential directions you could turn. It looks like. It's
Well,
obviously, yeah, here, and here. So, which way would you guys like to continue? Or would anybody else like to roll to see if they can follow the tracks?
I will try and roll.
All right, go ahead and make a survival check.
Survival? Give me
Yes.
2 seconds. 1,
I'm
2. I
surviving.
might need a little bit more. Survival.
6 in-game seconds, please.
What you got? -5?
I got 1 plus 1.
Well, not bad. He's becoming
I can just
ambidextrous.
do this for you.
Yeah.
Like, you understand that, right?
Big boy.
17!
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, you notice the track. You guys are still kind of right on top of heading off in this direction.
Okay. Very epic.
Alright.
I kind of want to go check that mushroom out, though.
Yeah, it's a big piece of nature, and I'm interested.
All right.
I suppose if Parsley's interested, I have to go with him because he's on my shoulders.
Listen,
But I walk backwards.
Parsley Sal, lead us to that mushroom.
He just grabs your ears and moves them to
Like
turn you.
Ratatouille.
All right. So, Parsley, you're leading the way over to the mushroom?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody's
Moving in
just
block.
creeping
formation.
in.
Instead of throwing, why doesn't he just do that and have you stab
Yeah.
people?
Probably be better rolls if I.
All right.
Plus yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys walk up to it. What do you?
What do you think, Parson?
You know about this shroom or what?
Can we sell this?
I know a lot about drugs.
Yeah, I wanna see if I know anything. Let me think.
Hey man, that's some good mushroom right there, man.
Hey, get that. Who's that dude?
Who's that stoner over there?
Just killed all the goblins.
Don't touch my shrooms, man.
Nah.
Finders keepers, man.
I've been growing that shroom for 3 months, dude.
Hey, buddy. If we can get
Alright, so what do you want me to roll on this, Michael?
You want to see what it is? Go ahead and roll a nature check.
Hey, you're the stoner.
Perfect.
I'm just playing the part.
Oh, gotta make sure I do this right. There we go.
He got an 18.
18.
Good. So this one's
Right.
named
You
after.
little Keebler.
So upon closer inspection, you're sort of like leaning your head closer and closer. You don't reach out to touch it, but you're kind of looking at it from afar. And you sort of realize, wait, you know what this mushroom is, and you know that it's usually attached to a mushroomling, which is a sort of angry creature that will defend itself if provoked. And you kind of ease caution going forward.
What is it, Parsley? Can we collect this mushroom?
Oh, I'm like, do you hear anything? Do you see anything around?
No.
And just kind of make sure, or duck down so Sal can hear. I'm like, there's a creature guarding this mushroom.
So with your nature roll, I would say you actually, there's nothing guarding the mushroom, but that is the head of a creature,
Oh,
which happens to be a mushroom.
okay then. It's alive and angry.
Oh.
I say we
leave it alone.
don't touch it. Yeah. Votes to not touch it.
I say we leave that alone.
Okay. Let's keep moving the other way then.
Is it valuable?
And I will lead us back on the trail.
On the trail we blaze.
All right, everybody just takes a few steps back and backs away from the mushroom.
Not touching
I
it.
bought your sister.
That's
Making a lot of El Dorado jokes here.
Yeah, you
Okay.
on some of that shit.
No one was
earlier, too.
laughing at them.
Well, since we just moved back, I'm gonna meander on up here.
All right. Fiddick starts walking towards this way, followed by Atreus, Lucas, and Salazar and Parsley.
Parsley, are you on my shoulders again, or are you just walking by yourself? Just to know.
Yeah, I think I'm still on your shoulders, but this is probably easier for Michael.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think too. You probably got offish at
So
the
I
mushroom.
should, he jumped
Okay.
on the check.
Plus, it takes him twice as long to walk the distance we go.
Yeah.
True. I'm gonna say you jumped on his shoulders though, if you want to.
Another hour. Time.
All right. Upon turning the corner, though, you kind of lock eyes with what appears to be a fairly old-looking hermit who's staring right back at you, but he's kind of got a jovial sort of look about him. He kind of just stares before bringing up his hand and waving and just goes, "Well, hello there."
Hail and well met, young man. I mean, old man.
What?
Oh, man.
Wow, we got a fine bunch of travelers here. Welcome. Please join me.
Sure. I want to know this guy's intention. I want to know if he is actually got that jovial smile going on, or if it's a
All
facade.
right, yeah. Go ahead, roll an insight check.
Or if he's the top of a monster.
Insight is +4.
God.
10.
I mean, he seems like
In the crack.
definitely hermit type. Like it doesn't look like he sees people too often,
Okay.
but he seems genuine. He seems friendly.
Okay.
Seems like he's trying to, be polite once there's other people around.
Sure.
And he's kind of waving you over. Please come. I haven't talked with anyone in quite a while.
I think we're okay. Let's approach.
Yes. Seems like a good guy. I've met a couple of these. Me and Parsley have dealt with these.
I've met a
these
few
kind of
hermits
guys.
before.
Yeah, I mean.
Stolen their-
All right, you guys all walk up. He greets you. He shakes every one of your hands. He says, "Wow, what brings you to this neck of the woods? What are you doing here?"
We're searching for thieves who stole some horses.
Thieves? Thieves, stealing horses. I thought I heard something just a few hours ago, right around this bend.
Oh,
couldn't be sure what it was though. But
Sure.
so, are you after those thieves?
We mostly just need the horses back.
He kind of
Whoa.
this riveting conversation. he kind of looks at you guys and is like nodding his. Yes, horses. Yeah. I haven't ridden a horse in many years. I would like to again, but well, I'm sure they're here. I like I said, I did hear them just a few hours ago.
What can you tell us about that mushroom over there?
Oh, you're not picking mushrooms, are you?
Not yet.
No, though. Well, as bountiful as this forest is, it holds its dangers too. You must be careful of the mushroomlings. Seemingly dangerous until you pick them, and then they'll pick you. Ah!
That was pretty funny. I chuckle.
And he's of course like acting all of this out with his hands and too. He's a crazy hermit. He has no idea what's socially appropriate and what not, but he's definitely seen some things in these woods, it seems like.
Is there a safe way to interact with them?
Safe? You don't interact with the mushroomlings. It's all about knowing your mushrooms. It's all about knowing what's edible and what's not. That's the key. That's how I've survived. Can I interest any of you in some homemade dandelion tea? And he just, kind of runs immediately back to his tent to grab some beverages and maybe some light snacks and hors d'oeuvres. He's clearly hasn't hosted anybody in a long time. And he comes back out.
I will take a glass.
Yeah, he comes back out with some fairly light-looking tea and a bunch of like homemade granola and stuff.
I'd like
Hands each of it to you.
I'll take some granola.
I would like to drink the dandelion tea.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you drink it is. You've had better tea. It tastes like dandelions, but it's refreshing. You guys have been walking for quite a while. It's not the worst thing to be drinking right now. And he joins you. He has a glass too, and he starts sipping on it, and he's just, well, I don't get much company out here. Are you sure you have to be off so soon?
What's your name, sir? Ignoring your question, what's your name?
I am Colorful Squirrel. Not my real name, of course, but I've gotten rid of that. I am closer to nature now. I am one with nature now, and Colorful Squirrel is much more appropriate, I think.
And I am excited about this. Going on about, I had the same kind of experience.
What is your name, little thing?
Well, my chosen name is Parsley.
Parsley, it is an honor. And are you, perhaps, a druid? And
Yes, sir.
His eyes kind of like go up at that, and he's kind of making these connections. A druid! Here, at my hovel, I am honored, my young halfling. And he kind of bows to you. He's kind of looking around, and he's like, it's quite a mess, though. I'm sorry it's not in the best of states, but welcome to my little part of the forest.
Oh, you should have seen the forest where I learned my craft.
Oh, do tell me about it.
Well, I can't find it anymore. I have a habit of getting lost in these kinds of places.
Well, the forests are far and the forests are wide.
But
It's all about getting lost, isn't it?
Mhm.
He kind of chuckles to himself.
But after what I assume was day 3 of being lost, I was found by 3 witches, and they taught me how to harness the powers of nature.
Oh, I only wished I were so lucky when I was young. Yeah, everybody else is kind of like, that's odd. that's a little weird. Most people don't want to be found bitches. But
I do wonder where they ran off to.
yeah, he goes on. You must tell me all about it, please, please. What was your home like?
Well, I had a camp like this, except much more made of leaves and such. They were really amazing shapers of the world. Never saw them sleep, though. And of course, they had their witch things, their cauldrons, their brooms, their tools. And every now and then, for my training, they'd have me fetch ingredients for them.
Oh.
And they'd help other children, too. Well, regular children. They thought I was a child at first, because I'm small.
Of course. And he's looking at you with just the most interested look on his face. As if he had a piece of paper, parchment, he would be writing all this down. But he's just really soaking all of this in. Yes, go on. What? Tell me more about these witches.
I'm sorry, but we must really leave.
Yeah, no, what Atreus says, I wasn't just planning on spitting on Fiddick.
Leave. Oh, yes, you are after the horses after all. And
of course, but
horses keep moving, I suppose. Yes, of course. And he kind of looks down at his hands and he's twiddling with something. He's like a little sad that you guys are already leaving.
Sir, please, Mr. Squirrel, please raise your head.
It's colorful squirrel.
Yeah, Mr. Squirrel. Do you prefer colorful
no,
squirrel?
Oh no, just colorful squirrel.
Okay, colorful squirrel. My apologies.
There's a hyphen.
Excellent. We heard you express interest in riding horses once more. So, if we manage to get these horses back, I don't see the harm in letting you ride for a little bit. We do eventually have to take them back to Tove, but 5-10 minutes on a horse can't hurt anybody. I mean, we've already been out here for 3 hours or so.
That would be delightful. Why, I don't remember the last time I've ridden a horse. I've been in these woods for so long, and I've shunned the rest of the civilized world.
Well, what about coming back to Tove with us after we rescue these horses? Maybe rejoin.
Oh, no.
Come on, teach the next generation of people who want to be hermits. I mean, every hermit needs to have a mentor, right? I mean, who else is going to learn about which mushrooms are mushroomlings?
Yeah, and he kind of looks over at Parsley here, and it's just, but I have not been gifted with the druid craft. We are all not so lucky, but I have much to learn and much to master before I am ready to teach. But I would be delighted if I could ride a horse again, and if you would be so kind as to grant me that gift.
Consider it done, colorful squirrel.
Well, he kind of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Would you like us to leave you one of the horses to be your companion?
Already offering up horses that aren't yours, Fiddick. I like it. So, hearing that, he's... I'm honored, but no, I couldn't keep a companion horse like that. The horse should be free to choose its own destiny, and I wouldn't want to force that upon it. And at this point, he's kind of like, grabbing up the little bowls of granola that he's given you and his cups and tea and everything, and he's, kind of thanking you for handing him his dish back. And he goes, "Well, I best let you be on your way. You are after horses, and horses are fast and swift, so I will let you be off at that, and I will not say goodbye, for I think we will see each other again."
Yes, sir.
And he kind of gets a big smile on his face.
Before we head off,
It was an honor to meet you, and I shake his hand. And
He kind of gives you a big up and down handshake, like those, things you'd see in like a cartoon. It's just so over the top and exaggerated. Yes, delight to meet you as well.
All right, well, let's get back on down this path
Yeah.
here.
All right, Parsley.
Before we leave, I'm going to mark one of the trees in Druidic, just to help anyone in case they get lost around here, knowing that, this is a good guy here.
Okay.
Aw.
He kind of watches in amazement as you carve the tree. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. oh. And after you guys start walking away, he's just staring at the symbol, kind of like, oh, and just purely intrigued by it.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
All right.
Let's make our way back.
Yeah. Well, you go for square. I'm with.
He's coming with you. All right, so he looks. And he kind of waves farewell, and then goes back to looking at the symbol.
Hey, Parsley, you think you can teach that guy a thing or two? Some basics?
Well, maybe one day, but I'm still learning myself. Almost on a pilgrimage, at least. I think that's why the matrons left me.
Sure, it wasn't because they found out you're 300 years old.
No, they left. They was on Patreon. Let's walk. Let's go.
That's a shit answer. Give yourself more credit than that, man.
Where do we go now? Where do we go?
Fiddick is looking at you guys going, this is a weird song. I haven't heard this one in the realm before. I don't know.
Go. All of mine are originals.
Yeah.
Where do we go now?
How much you can zoom in?
That is a bush. That's a tree. I don't know.
That's
White
what you see
noise.
when you get the good perception check.
Okay. On a side note, there was a super funny joke on Critical Role where somebody was rolling a perception check and they rolled like they had said they rolled like a 71 or something. Just something like astronomical. And he's like, you see through time and space. You see everything. You see the universe unfolding. And it was
Yeah, I remember hearing part of that.
the top comment too was like, you awaken to find yourself at a circular table with 6 other all human NPCs, all kind of looking at you, recalling their tales of everything that just transpired. And a bunch of like dodecahedrons sitting around on the table.
That's only a 12-sided.
Before zooming right back in. It's so funny.
Jesus.
Anyway, you guys keep marching along like the 7 dwarves or whatever it is you were.
Yes.
I'd like to try and pick up the trail again.
All right, go ahead and roll a survival check.
8.
Sideways, it's infinity. He sees everything.
Oh, I got an infinity, Michael.
Yeah, you can tell that it comes up to about where you're standing, and then things get a bit muddy. Things get a bit hard to tell.
Here, you know what?
You can't exactly tell which way to go.
Can I use an item right now that could possibly help us track down these horses?
Yeah, what's the item?
Can I pull out cheesers for goddamn once that haven't in like forever?
Wait, what?
My rat.
I don't see why not.
My pet rat.
You said you had a frog.
I do
Can
have a
I?
toad.
Yeah, I know, right?
And it's a toad.
Can I?
You
Um,
said
fucking
frog.
Yeah, tell me what you do with them.
can I like somehow from dragon to rat ask him for guidance, I guess, or like if he can pick up a trail himself.
Frog.
Yeah, you're kind of holding cheesers in front of you. Still with parsley on your shoulders, by the way.
Yes.
So you kind of pull cheesers out of his little compartment in your armor that he likes to hide in and
Finally.
tuck himself in to be safe. And yeah, what do you say to him? And what does he say back?
All right, buddy. If you find us these horses, maybe I'll pick you up some good aged cheese.
He gets all excited. Squeaker, squeak 'em.
Find him some good hora.
Howda. Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check with advantage for cheesers.
Nice. 12 and an 8.
Okay. Yeah, cheesers instinctually does kind of sort of wander over this way. He's thinking, yeah, something's got to be going. He doesn't stray too far from you, but he's kind of like, I think what you're looking for is over here.
Cheeser's return. And I have my hands down, outstretched on both arms, but one's towards the ground and one's up in the sky, so you can have a little bridge.
Aw.
Fuck that RJ.
Yeah, he runs right up and snuggles back into you.
Back into the compartment.
I make a bird call him.
Okay. Do we want to bother checking up there then?
Okay, fine. Who cares about my rat?
No, your rat's fucking cool. Dude. Like,
Your rat was a fucking dumb idea, Sean.
You have a rat that understands Draconic.
Wait,
Wait,
that was
what?
common.
Oh, it was common?
Yeah.
You have a rat that understands common.
Hey, how about this?
No, the rat just understands Salazar.
Oh, okay.
That's a language now.
He doesn't. The rat doesn't speak common. The rat just somehow knows what Salazar is saying, or like trying to get at.
It was in common, but to the rat, it was just me, I suppose.
So
You've raised him though, so it's like talking to your little animal. They kind of know what you're trying to say.
Yes, Fiddick, what would you like?
hear me out, fellas. Why don't we try and acquire the horses first? Go back to Colorful Squirrel, give him that ride, and see if he knows of anything more in this forest, possibly of value.
Yeah, let's just gun it for those horses.
All right, you guys are beelining it for the horses.
Yeah, we're taking the path downwards.
Okay, and as you guys head down there, you find sort of the entrance into the next area of the forest. So let's get you guys over there. But in the meantime, let's take a bathroom break.
Halftime break.
That's not a bad shout.
Remember to hit that like button and smash that subscribe bell.
I know it's been a really deep and interesting lore that we've been building, but don't forget, we're all human.
Let's get back into it. All right, I got to get you guys onto this new map. Great. So you guys have now entered the next part of Pines of Tove, following those tracks. So, what do you do?
Figure out where we're at? Hold on.
We're in blackness.
There we go.
Oh, you're top left.
Yeah, switched around. Alrighty.
Well, the crazy thing about Roll20, right, is the mechanics for like spell hits and movement and everything, they go off like pretty far distances, right? Semi-realistic, right? Like you think, oh, in 6 seconds I could move 30 feet at a sprint. Like, yeah, totally.
Right.
But to like make that in a map, you know what I mean? It's tricky. So like, that's 30 feet, right?
Right.
That's like a good chunk of squares, And if you're casting a spell at 60 feet, like that goes so far. So to build like a world and a sort of like interactive maps, you kind of have to like make them pretty expansive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's true.
You did a good job, Michael.
I want to be able to
Hey,
from
thanks.
the corner of the map.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Moving in.
I guess we're moving forward.
I want to go to here.
Right in the middle.
You moved to there.
No, back farther. One more space backwards.
One more back.
Yeah, just because I don't know, I'm scared.
Tree.
And we'll be Parson and I will be right behind him. So many paths. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I would like to see if I could pick up the trail.
Yeah, go ahead, roll a survival check.
You always get those 4s, man. This is your bad luck.
Anyway, I'm sure I don't see anything.
I'll
No.
try.
Why is it always you two?
How come anyone rolls something, it's always you two.
Because I have
Hey,
negatives.
I know.
Oh.
I don't want
I'm gonna
to
take this.
All right, hold on. Wait. So, Sean, did you roll or did you not roll yet?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah, nothing. The trail could be here.
All right.
All right, can I try now?
Or for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus 1.
1. RJ.
Oh, fuck.
You're like, hey, the tracks lead this way, and you turn around, back came.
No, wait, we just came from there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look at these human feet. Wonder where they came from.
These tracks then.
Someone's following us.
I turn him around the right direction, go up to where they were, and attempt the same.
Right, go ahead, roll survival check.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of tracks around if you can spot them and kind of know what to look for. You definitely see something leading maybe towards this way. Also, maybe something down this way. You see most of them heading towards this path.
Do you think some broke off and made a little camp over there, down below us, or?
I don't know. That could be worth checking out because if we can split their numbers,
Right.
we can keep from getting ambushed, and also we wouldn't have so many people to deal with.
Right.
I don't know. Do we want to check out that smaller path down there with the less foots?
Yes.
Yeah.
The less feet of horses.
I'm on it.
All right, let's check out the less foots.
All right, Fiddick, you going?
Yes.
I follow close behind.
I follow
Me
closer.
Triumphantly striding.
Man, you're going really confident lately.
It's all in the hilt.
All right. And as you guys
but okay.
get to about here, Fiddick and Lucas, I need you guys to roll a dex saving.
Oh, God.
Oh, Fiddick and
Lucas, not Logan. Lucas.
A dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
All right, bam.
Sean's first.
Nice.
Negative.
-1.
All right, so that first one was Lucas.
Yup. And then this one is a Travis.
God.
But wait, didn't Travis roll? Wait.
No, Travis rolled 18. I rolled 9.
What was that other roll then? The 11 plus 2.
That was the Travis.
That was
survival.
me survival. Looking for footprints.
Ah, yes. Right. Okay. Wow, great. Okay. So, as you guys start walking down this way, out of nowhere, you hear like a creaking, and then Fiddick, you duck immediately at the sound as this branch comes whipping out, and it does smack Lucas right in the face. You can take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from that.
It's a good thing we took that short rest.
Yup.
Yeah, it appears that there was a trap that was triggered. There's a branch tied off to like a string or to some sort of trigger system, and just released it right at you.
So that was deflecting the brain.
Lucas, you alright?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I pulled my hood up and tightened the strings.
Hides the tears.
Yup. That was very supple. I think that was an oak. You can tell because of the way that it is.
Yeah.
It looked like an aspen to me.
I think
From the druid.
You guys are funny. Can we keep going?
Let's go.
Someone should
Lucas.
investigate why that branch flew out at us right then and there.
Keebler elves.
I knew it was Ernie.
We didn't pay rent, alright? Me and Parsley haven't been up to date on that stuff. We're back for a vengeance.
Okay, what are your next moves?
Good question.
I'm moving to the middle of that clearing.
You what?
Moving to the middle of that clearing.
Like here?
Yeah.
Like here?
Yes.
I thought you were saying the middle of the group, so that you weren't leading anymore.
Yep. Tree branch
All right.
came at me. I'm not about this. I got really lucky there.
So I guess we'll follow right behind Parsley and
Yeah,
I
I will.
Yeah.
Right next to them. Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
Meow. Oops.
Hey, that branch came with us. Thank you. I don't want
It's
that
still
there.
stuck on you.
It's another trap.
Yeah.
It had sap on it.
You can now swing that branch.
But you have to do it like headbanging style.
All right, you guys kind of notice that there are some tracks coming down this way, but also going that way.
Oh,
I say we just keep heading
Yeah,
downwards.
keep going.
I mean, we were...
just full send
We're
it.
already going this direction.
Full send it.
Can we see if they're the same kind of tracks? I would like to see if they're the same kind of tracks.
Ah, go ahead and roll a survival check, but
Bear tracks.
instead of like looking for tracks specifically, you're trying to designate what tracks they are.
Yes. You already
Okay.
told us that like they're over here and over there, so...
Yeah, exactly.
These feet print are as wide as me.
That's a good.
I
That's
got
good.
a 9.
That's good thinking. As far as you can tell, you don't necessarily know which tracks might belong to what, but you can definitely see that the tracks leading this way are smaller and slightly different shaped than the ones over here.
Okay, so boys, here's my thinking. I think that we're on the path of more goblins, and then the other path is where the horses and stuff went. Now, on the flip side of that, that path up there could be giants, and these could be the humans, because.
Or did you take a good look at them?
No, I didn't. It was more of
cool.
It was more of like a skim. It was a skim.
It was a skim. Okay, that's not too bad. It's pretty good checking.
These aren't tracks that I'm used to tracking, so.
I would say that you know that the tracks that are up in this way are not big enough to be giants tracks. It's more like there are a lot of them, and they're slightly bigger than the tracks that you see down
We
here.
want to go on the up path.
Going up. All right. You want to lead, Lucas? Or you?
Yeah.
Are you stick phobic right now?
Oh, of course I'm stick phobic. I want to go over this.
I can lead.
I got
Lead
this.
a horse.
Right.
Yeah, totally. Send your cleric in first, not the tank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Makes us seem small, but then we...
Single file. That way we hide our numbers.
Yeah. Oh,
All right. So you make it about here. Let's reveal some areas.
Yeah, Atreus actually should go first.
Yeah,
I will go.
I will go first.
I will go. Just right behind him. But
Okay. So yeah, he takes the lead. You all kind of file in behind him.
up. So we'll keep going straight.
Yeah.
Like into here, but not like right into there. Like maybe a little farther back, so we have a little bit of cover from the
Wait.
trees.
Isn't Atreus leading?
Like right there.
Yeah, but I'm like telling this to Atreus.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey,
Well, tell
hey,
me.
Atreus.
Yeah, you guys, be in character. Come on, get that metagame up.
Don't tell me what to do.
I mean, fine, whatever. You only grabbed my dick.
He was
we
the
had
elf on
some-
that scenario.
But we had something special.
He did that
Yeah, I would say Lucas is following a little notice of Atreus. Kind of a little strange to everybody else, but like, you know, he seems to be just a little close, telling him, "Oh, this way, it's this way."
Fucking backseat driver.
I don't like.
Wagon
I don't
seat
like to
driver.
think that it's. I don't like to think that's backseat driver. It's more of like, what do you think? Like communicating as a team.
Oh, as a team.
yeah.
We're doing that now?
I'll do a survival check to pick up on the tracks.
You got a +2.
+1.
All right, go ahead and roll.
20.
Ayo.
Close.
Yeah, you guys notice that you're kind of hot on the trail, and they are leading what appears to be down this way.
What are the... Do I know what tracks these are? Are these the horses?
You know that these are the same tracks that you had just previously seen. It seemed like the big mass of them and the slightly bigger. You guys have been following presumably the same trail.
Alrighty. Shall we make our way downwards?
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go down.
Pew! Zoop! I love that.
We have fun. We have fun here.
Oh, yeah.
We have a good time here.
Yeah, you guys continue to move.
Yeah, let's keep following that trail. Downwards, I guess.
You get to about here.
Old man.
Okay.
Did anyone check to see if the footprints were going down this way?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I did the... I got the 20.
He knows where we're going, I guess.
Yeah, keep going.
Yes.
Okay, where would you like to move to?
Is that like a little corner of a bush I see? Let's move to the bush and hide behind it.
Here.
See if I can... No. Closer to me. See
This
if I
one?
can peer past that. It
This
looks
one?
like it's a bush. Yeah. Is that a bush right there?
It's the end of a tree.
Oh, that's the end of a tree? Okay. Well, I'll move around it so I can see past that fog of war.
Okay, I'd say you go to about here and then can kind of like... go ahead and roll a stealth, since you're trying to do this sneakily.
Fuck me. My stealth is shit. I'm pretty sure it's just a +1. Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, you are wearing heavy armor, right?
Are you wearing heavy armor?
Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe...
Is that
As a fighter?
Medium.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because heavy
9.
Feel it.
Oh,
It's soft.
So...
It's very fun to touch.
You guys touching the cheeks again?
Ooh,
No.
Michael.
It is heavy armor.
So he does have disadvantage on stealth rolls.
Oh no!
Well, is it disadvantage or is it just like a negative?
I believe it's disadvantage because it's clinky clanky, you know.
Yeah. Clank, 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 clank,
I
clank.
believe that's what it is. Yeah,
I
stealth
do.
is always disadvantage
I want
for
it to.
heavy armor.
All right, go ahead and roll one more time.
Roll
One
again.
more time.
Just made it worse.
Ooh, that's a net one.
Clank, 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 clank.
Whoa,
You're just
can't
making
say
all
that,
sorts of
Logan.
noise.
Ching, ching, ching. You can't say
Ching,
that.
ching, ching. Please
Caught
get
on
it.
You're on thin
It's
ice.
Draconic.
You're on thin
Draconic. Do you
ice.
speak Draconic?
Caught on the tree thrashing around.
So,
Oh my god.
as Atreus tries to sneak over and peek around the tree, as he's doing so, a spider jumps out. Takes a quick surprise bite at Atreus. That's going to be with advantage as a surprise attack.
Fucking A.
8 damage.
13 damage.
No way.
Not
Oh my god.
I'm taking a picture of this and sending it in the group. So that you know, there's a timestamp and everything. Fucking lying here, boys.
Discord thing.
Oh. Should see up there. Soon.
Can someone
Oh,
add me
he's
to
on
the
a po-
Discord?
Son
It's not over Discord.
Oh my god!
I didn't use
2 20s in a row!
Are you serious
That's
right now?
fucking ridiculous. Why is it not loading?
So it's a
It's on.
2 net 20s.
Um,
2 net 20s on an advantage roll.
no, that's
So
because I
it's
got
still
that.
just a 20, right? Doesn't like,
It's still just a normal crit,
okay, so it's not, I
but
thought, yeah.
that's
You're straight up dead.
crazy. An uber crit. You double the crit damage, so quad. Oh my god. No, we're only going to do the one crit because you have to pick one of the higher of the two. But now with this little spiderling's going to roll for damage. Holy crap. Wow.
It's a good thing you went first.
It might not be. I might be dead.
That's why we said it's a good thing.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
85.
Jesus. Okay. So, I want you to roll. Okay, so first off, you take 7 points of piercing damage
Okay.
as the spider bites onto your arm. And then I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
My Constitution is +4.
Woo! 19 Constitution.
Okay, great. You can feel that the spider's trying to like inject you with some sort of toxin, but it doesn't appear to have any immediate effects on you, and you are just reacting only to the bite, and you don't feel as if you're further hurt by the toxin. Okay. Ouch. God, I can't believe that.
Your dice rolling.
Yeah, apparently.
Fucking insane.
Oh
We're
my
getting
god.
Fucking ones over here, and you're getting 20s.
I'm at 6.
I mean, what?
There's gonna be a TPK at some point. Guaranteed. All right. So now with that, I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, shoot!
Initiative! You got +1
Jesus,
initiative?
Wyatt.
I know, I can only roll good initiative.
Oh, no.
20!
You got a 20.
Jesus.
21!
Okay, so 21. Who is that? Is that Atreus?
Yeah.
+2.
21.
Looks like Wyatt got a 21 as well.
Yep, +2.
Yep.
So this is Salazar's roll.
I'm sure it is.
It is now.
Would have been nice if I could have gotten that 21 before.
Oh, we're getting a lot of 1s and 20s. I don't like that.
This is Lucas's roll.
That is kind of crazy. Oh my gosh.
Travis, what's your
Is that
Which one's
Lucas?
the round?
Minus 3.
Minus
That's right.
Whoops.
21.
Oh my god! Okay, that's too many ones.
That is too many ones. That's too many ones, man. This is fucking insane.
Too many ones, not enough 20s.
Welcome to D&D 5th edition.
Michael,
I don't trust this thing anymore.
I'm putting a 2 out of 5 stars on the podcast on me.
This is amazing.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
We got 3 21s. We got a 3 and a -2.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
you were a big
Okay.
spider.
Great. Atreus, I'm going to say since you're right there and kind of reacting, you're All right, go ahead, man. What do you do? This spider just bit you in the arm and did a lot of damage.
See shit.
There's a spider right in front of you.
Oh, yeah, there's
I
a
can
spider
see
there.
it now. It's just kind of
It's
blended.
blended in with the biome.
I see it now. I will attack the fuck out of it.
That's a good plan.
So 20 plus 4.
Yep, 1d20 and then add your proficiency and strength.
23.
Oof! That's a hit.
I would hope so.
And that's a miss.
It didn't hit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anything higher than a 5, we're screwed.
I'm running back to Colorful Squirrel. With that.
Yeah. I can't wait till higher levels though when things get like seriously high AC. Because you'll be like 22 and you'll be like all confident and then that's a miss. And you're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's a D8 plus 4.
Yeah, I believe so.
11.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
In a fit of rage, I just slash down at it.
All right, yeah, and as you do, you hit it kind of square on. This thing's already. Okay, Lucas.
So from where I'm at, I just want to cast Sacred Flame on it. I gotta remember what roll that is.
I would say though that from where you are right now, it looks like Atreus is in the way.
Okay, then I just want to move over here so I can get in the line of sight.
Okay, I have a quick question though about that because it ignores cover, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean it goes past people too? Does it say that anywhere?
No, I just have to be able to see it. So like I'm assuming that like it locks onto the target that I see.
Uh-huh.
So like if I was looking at the spider, I wouldn't have to worry about like hitting Atreus or anything.
Okay. Well, if that's the case then I think you could hit it from here because you could see like, oh, it's past Atreus, but
I'll still move in.
it's not like a projectile, right? So you would be worried about yeah. But okay.
So yeah, I'll hit him with it. He has to succeed on a dex save, and it is a 12 that he has to beat.
Okay. Ooh, it does not make it.
Cool. So he takes a D8 plus 2. 10!
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Max damage!
How do you enjoy this?
Oh man, I've already done a cool thing with Sacred Flame.
Then no cool thing for you.
His legs are like sparklers.
His legs become sparklers, and he like tumbles to try and put out the fire, and then he just kind of like curls up, and he does that spider thing where all 8 arms like converge in, and then but they just like keep shredding down until he's ashes.
All right. That thing is toast.
I step on its ashes.
His ass.
It does not like that, even though it's dead.
From the grave.
All right.
Only the one spider. We did it.
Yeah, you guys are now out of combat.
Oh, it was
Okay.
just.
See, we don't need to do anything. Even
I
if we
got
roll bad.
that fucked up by one spider.
Forests are dangerous, man.
All right, I want to make a perception roll to make sure there's no poison in me.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Oh, okay.
You just tell me kind of what it is you want to do, and I'll let you know what type of check it'll be.
+1.
Oh, let me get back to it.
Jesus. Yeah,
I
you can
mean,
just...
Oh, +1?
Yes.
+1.
3.
I mean, you feel fine.
That's a good sign, right?
Yeah, you know, it hurts, but you can walk.
Sucking out your own blood, trying to get rid of the poison.
I'm extremely paranoid still, so no, I'm kidding.
So, Atreus, which way was the tracks going again?
I don't remember. I feel a little woozy, guys.
They were going down here. Down
Do we want
this
to make
way.
a survival check to make sure?
I would be more interested in knowing if that was the only spider in the area. So I would like to kind of check like branches for nests or something like that. Like see
Okay.
if I can see like webs or something that is like, you know, standing out and basically saying like, yeah, there's more.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. But I will say, just to make things a little convenient, from your past, you do kind of see the track hanging relatively close to this top path. They don't seem to be going down.
Okay. I got 20.
Of course you did.
Whew! So you don't see any like spider webbing other than the one little bit of web that was just over here where you presume that one spider came from. But you do notice that there is a branch that seems to be out of place just right over here.
Hey, Lucas.
No. Hey,
No,
Parsley,
you-
there's a branch out of place over in front of you. Why don't you go check that out?
Well, he's on my shoulders, so.
It's one of you guys. I don't fucking care. He's the druid.
Throw Parsley!
You'll duck on it, but he'll be like, ah!
Jesus.
I don't know if
You
we
really
should
want
check
us
it
to
out.
check it out,
No,
or-
I don't know, because if that's another spider, we're just going to have like another one round of...
It's reminding you oddly of a branch that you had met before.
Yeah,
You
no,
have been
never mind.
very-
Avoid that branch.
You have been very intimate with this.
Roger,
branch.
Roger.
Alright, so we're going to keep following the path
Yeah.
with Atreus leading. Maybe not with 6 hit points.
I'd rather not.
I'll give him my potion of minor... No,
So-
I
hang
can,
on to that.
Can I use my second wind again? Like out of combat, or does it have to be during combat?
Does it say specifically that you need to be in combat to use it? So I would think if it doesn't say that, then it would be very similar to like a spell, where you could use it out of combat, but it would take the action to do it, and that means you wouldn't be able to do it until another short rest.
Right. Yeah, I'll use my second wind, which is a D10 plus 1.
Ooh. That's a D.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Are you sure?
7!
Awesome. You're back up to full.
I mean, he looks really good.
He's,
RJ, when you leave for work, is Mike taking you in?
Yeah.
All right, guys, where are we heading?
Doesn't leave until
This way.
quarter
We
to.
might leave it a little earlier.
Okay, who's leading?
Gotcha.
Atreus.
Yep, I'll lead.
and I'll Naruto run behind him.
And I'm-
Meow.
Wow, that's super cool.
I'm faster and I'm stealthier with Parsley on my shoulder.
Oh, yeah, Parsley's on the shoulders. Okay.
He's holding
How-
on.
How is it possible with your chest so far forward?
Practice.
Are you Naruto running?
Oh yeah.
Partially the counterbalance.
Yeah. He pulls back while I lean down.
He pulls your hair.
I don't got any hair. I got horns. What? I'm the jokester here, okay?
Okay.
Boss
The
fight
only
out
thing
area.
funny about you is your face.
Tracks seem to be leading around there.
Don't get bit with a
Okay.
spider.
Hey, I still fuck that
You got
spider.
jumped by a spider.
Um,
Could've took your lunch money.
I'd like to...
Take a look around.
Could I see, like, Could I, like, try and reveal something in the fog of war? Like, see if there's, like, something out here? Like, if there's people out here or something?
Go ahead and roll a perception check for that. Trying to see if there's anybody around.
8.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, there isn't.
Okay.
You're definitely suspicious, but yeah, you don't see any signs of anybody around.
Okay. So let's keep
Follow the tracks.
moving in, yeah.
Another
Slowly
spider.
but surely. It's a big spider.
Oh shit!
Brood mother!
Okay, so you get to about here, sort of very end of this little clearing.
Colorful
You notice a
squirrel!
familiar face. It seems to be Colorful Squirrel.
Bitch.
No.
I made it this far.
Oh no!
And he's kind of looking on, looking right at you guys. Just sort of waving.
Parsley, I think you should talk to him, see if he's.
Finish your backstory.
Claim your
Yeah,
destiny.
I'm gonna put you down, Parsley, and just.
He kind of waves at your approach and just goes, "Hail and well met!"
Nice. Told you guys that would catch on.
I'm sure.
Well met, colorful squirrel.
He's kind of looking you guys over and he goes, have you found the horse yet?
No, but we're hot on the trail for him.
He goes, they can't be far now.
How far Where do you think they are?
Have you seen them, colorful squirrel?
I can't quite hear you way over there. I'm old.
I'll yell louder.
Well, okay.
Have you seen them come this way?
Seen who?
The horses.
You come closer.
You have horses?
Oh, God.
And he kind of starts walking towards you guys.
Okay. That's okay. Can you hear me there?
What?
Oh, God.
No, okay, keep coming.
These
How
legs
about
don't
now?
work like they used to.
Wait. No. I'm going to cast a cantrip, thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
For 1 minute, up to 30 feet away from me, or like things in 30 feet away I can affect items in 30 feet away from me, like I affect them, but I can manifest a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power within range. Possibilities include loud voice, flames flicker, a bunch of other stuff. I just want the loud voice, so like I'm affecting myself within my 30 feet to yell a lot louder.
Okay.
Because I don't really trust that we found him again farther in the forest.
Okay.
I mean, he does know his movement.
So yeah, you kind of like snap your fingers and suddenly you feel like you can shout much, much louder.
Hail and well met!
He kind of takes a step back with how loud that he is. He's like, oh, Christ, you didn't have to yell.
No, I really did. Anyway, how'd you get ahead
Jesus
of us?
Christ.
And all right, at that moment he goes, oh, you'll see. Oh, merry man! And I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Fuck!
I'm sorry, guys.
Woo!
I got a 9. Fuck's my dex? What the fuck? Dexterity's 2.
Oh, merry man!
I got a 3. I got a...
You rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, mine too as well, I believe.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, it's too funny.
I got a 14.
A 14.
Mine's +1.
You
Jesus
go, you do it.
Christ.
You do it, Sean. We keep reaching in the mountain.
Okay, 9 for Atreus.
Still not bad.
-1.
For Fiddick, 10.
Of course.
And a 10. All right. At that exact moment. All right, let me try to get this all.
We should have fucking trusted him.
You notice
Say that in my voice.
a bunch of men holding bows and arrows, also hanging onto ropes, jumping out of trees. And as they jump down, pulling on the ropes, there seems to be some sort of netting underneath you, covered in what seems to be a bunch of leaves, just comes springing up. And you all get caught in the net that was just below you guys.
Oh my god.
And you are all now hoisted up about 15, 20 feet in the air and caught in these nets, all tumbled and bundled together. As all of the merry men who were just called surround you.
Would you like to hear a song by chance? We have a good singer in the group.
I'm just gonna guess that.
And amongst all that chaos, Colorful Squirrel walks up to you and in a very sort of different sort of tone just goes, looks like we'll be having guests tonight, men.
Is my voice
And they
still
start-
really loud?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna yell out, everybody, they caught us! Now's the time to run out and attack!
Sorry, you cut out. What was it?
He can, what?
What did you say?
I'm going to yell really loud, hey guys, they caught us! We need backup!
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
Shouldn't this be deception?
I think it would go under.
Well, it's the same way. So persuasion.
Oh, yeah, no, persuasion, you're right. You're right. It is persuasion.
Plus, it's +2.
Persuasion's +4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. 20!
Oh, you were 18.
Oh, okay. He kind of looks behind you a little bit, and I would say maybe like 3 of the guards start running off to look and meet anybody that might be coming. And they wait.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
And I'm going to hold
And
true
they
and
wait.
say, you have 8 people here? Yeah. No.
Well, 9 including him.
No, there's 8.
Yeah, 8 and then 9 including Colorful Squirrel.
1, 2, 3.
And at this point, the entity that you know as Colorful Squirrel kind of snaps his fingers to the men and goes, "Quick, get him down. Let's get him out of here. Take him to the camp."
Oh, cool. You just...
We're going to their camp. We will leave a
All right.
trail for you to follow.
And with that, they sort of like bring the ropes down. You're obvious
Oh, you cut out.
thing. They keep you bound pretty well, and they take you further into the forest.
Well, hey, we don't have to find our way through the forest at least now. That's a plus.
Good job.
Well, we'll wait until.
All right.
Yeah, see what they're going to do.
All right, about an hour passes. What seems like an hour. It's hard for you guys to tell. The sun starts fading. You guys go deeper and deeper into the forest as you're being dragged off and carried off. So finally, you guys are thrown into the center of an encampment.
Oh my. Oh
where there
my.
seems to be a plethora of people, both armed and unarmed, in a sort of makeshift shanty village out here in the forest, with what appears to be all of the stolen horses. And you can see the man known as Colorful Squirrel comes walking up to you, very carefully, but also with a sort of elegance, and it just goes, "My honored guests, I'm so sorry for that terrible introduction. I am Hidram Glynn,
Fuck
and it is a
you.
pleasure. You might watch your tongue, tiefling, or you might lose it.
Fucking trusted you.
And it was wise of you to trust me. I am still your friend."
Prove it.
I'm sorry, he's got a sharp tongue. Just,
Then untie us.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks right at you, Lucas, and he, "My boy, if we wanted you dead, you would not be here."
My apologies, sir. He's got quite the sharp tongue. He got hit in the face by one of your traps, I believe. He's not in the best of moods right now.
"Oh, you walked right through one of our traps."
Yes.
"Yes, a necessary evil, as it is. Can't have guards snooping about everywhere, can we?"
Listen, you say you're our friend. I really want to believe you. Why not untie me at the least? I'm a bard, so I mean, what things can I do?
So you guys are unbound. They basically brought the giant net right to.
I'm glad it works.
Kind of completely surrounded. And they let it go, and you all stood up and fumbled out, and then he came up to you. So with that, he kind of looks at you and just kind of seems, I have not seen your face before around Tove, and perhaps you don't know who we are or what our mission is. But you see, we are a band of the merriest of men, and it is our sworn duty to look out for those who can't look out for themselves. And we provide a sanctuary here for all of those outcasts and the downtrodden who live under the watch of the nobles of Tove, elite. We are the fighters of the forgotten and the saviors of the downtrodden. We are the Toven Brotherhood. And he kind of like gestures around to show everybody in the encampment. And you get the sense that he's not malicious in any sort of way, but he's definitely had to live outside of the realm of the law. And you kind of see that, like, oh, this is a place for outcasts. This is a place for people to go when they don't have anything else.
Oh, you're speaking my language. These are my kind of people. Isn't that right?
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Ah, a fellow rogue. We too have similar sort of interests, it seems, especially when it comes to purveying things that don't necessarily belong to us."
Yes. Me and my pal, you most likely met him partially here. We have done some of your kind of deeds, but back in our hometown. I think we can We can become very friendly if you offer us the right deals.
Oh. I love it. Even when backed into a corner, you still negotiate. But tell me, where is it that you come from? Where is home?
We hail from Hearthenholm.
Ah, the capital city.
Yes, the capital city.
Clearly some experts in the trade of thievery. Tell me, what brings you all the way out to my little neck of at the far end of the Golden Isle, where the law hardly seems to obey those in the capital?
Well, we were looking for a band of people that stole some horses, but it seems like we've already stumbled upon them.
Oh, but we have great need of the horse.
I understand.
More so than the nobles in Tove who just locked them away with their treasures.
And I see your point.
We're merely doing them a service, I think.
These aren't
Putting
nobleman horses.
Putting these good animals to use? Well, but they would have been servants and tools of the... I don't see why, they can't be out here.
You're robbing
serving the use of us.
You stole horses that were as means of transport.
Now let him speak, Lucas. It's okay. I understand you're still upset.
You kind of notice the some of the archers behind get a bit closer and sort of notch them.
He's friendly, don't worry. He's just a little upset right now. What need do you have with these horses that the people of Tove don't?
We have many a great need. In fact, speaking to a fellow rogue, I think you could perhaps be of use to us.
Perhaps.
You see, we're interested in acquiring some substantial amounts of wealth. Running a small operation like this, small little sanctuary for the downtrodden and the forgotten, is no cheap undertaking, I'm sure you can imagine. And we would very much like to redistribute the wealth that sits above us. So, you ask why we need the horses? Well, we are planning a heist. We are planning a job. And the riches that we seek, will need adequate amount of horses to carry it out of Tove, and then redistribute it to the common folk of the... So that is why we need our horses.
And you promise not to kill anyone?
Oh, my fellow rogue. We don't deal in death. We deal in justice. We deal in...
lying.
Equality. Lucas, do you want to do an insight check?
That's what I was just going to say.
An insight check?
Yeah, do you want to see if he's lying?
Well, he did lie to us. I mean,
he's not wrong.
He didn't tell us
I suppose I meant about this plan and what he's telling you right now. Or you could confront him about the lie.
I'm kind of like doing it in my own way. I'm pissed off.
Calmly,
like Lucas, somewhere in my fucking description says like I value trust or something.
Okay, and he just clearly hasn't earned it.
Yeah, like I refuse to become a victim. I will not allow to be victimized.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, what say you, my fellow rogue friend?
Okay.
Would you like to help us?"
I may need to have a minute with my party here for a second, just to talk over
of course.
details and,
Take all the time that you need.
All right.
You'll be staying here until otherwise.
Sounds good, my man.
All right, so you turn to everybody, and you're all kind of like whispering to each other.
We run? No.
I'm not on board. I'm not on board.
Neither am I. Not at all. Like, if we can figure out a way to trick them.
Listen, they want to distribute the wealth. What if we can convince them that we can get in the city by returning the horses? They're throwing us a celebration for bringing them back. Thus, they can easily sneak out with this distributed wealth.
They're going to be distrustful of that right away, though. I mean, like, the moment we say, like... I've been fucking dissing these guys. I mean, like, We could get in
And
there.
we're not dead.
Something we could do is, yes, get back in there. Fiddick, what is your plan when we get back in there? Are you planning on assisting the city or assisting these merry men?
Listen, we have our own path. I say as long as we move forward with what we're doing, everyone else can kind of do whatever they want.
Basically, we're just tricking them until we can get into the city, right?
We're
Or
helping both sides.
I don't want to help either.
Parsley, what do you think, buddy? You got any plans?
I think we should definitely try and convince you.
I like him.
I like him. I agree.
You have the backbone, or the moral backbone of an eclair.
Thank you.
I fucked up so bad.
Delicious.
You guys kind of like keep peering over back at Hidrim. And he's kind of like looking a little annoyed, kind of like across, waiting for you to turn around. He still looks elegant as hell, though. Like,
Of course, yeah.
real kind of chauvinistic, like, oh, yeah.
Keep your pants on.
All right, Robin Hood, calm down.
Oh, God.
Robin who? Who will you be, Robin?
Ooh, I quite like
Robin,
that
you
name.
know.
That's got a ring to it.
Oh, God.
Oh, merry man, what do you think of Robin Hood?
So, do you think we should work with them?
Makes me awfully mad.
Work with them until we have an opportunity or an opening.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't see a way out of this encampment without doing something underhanded.
Exactly.
But I'm staying quiet through this. Like, I'm pissed off at this dude.
I can tell.
A colorful squirrel can eat my entire ass. And I say that in, like, a stage whisper, so, like, he just catches, like, the very end of it.
Ass.
Yeah.
He raises an eyebrow.
Ass, you say. He was talking about his donkey.
So,
And then I go back to just saying, like, I'm with you guys. Like, we all got some fucking reason for being here, but I'm not assisting these people in any way, shape, or form.
me either.
But, I mean, we got to get to Hearth and Home. We got to get to Hearth and Home somehow.
So I say,
Hey, wait. Okay, I'm going to show him the stone. Cool, me showing him the stone? Remember that mysterious stone we picked up? If he knows something.
I mean, if he's...
Listen.
He's not going to be deadly.
I'll trade...
Yeah.
I'll trade some information for a little bit of leeway. Like, if he knows
Sure you
something...
can handle yourself?
If
or
he
you're gonna
knows
need help
something
with
about... I'm still going to be pissed off. But if he knows something about this stone, I'll be a little more eager to assist. You understand?
that? Oh, I'm standing.
No, we're actually sitting down.
Oh, are we?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
I want to show
Camper
him
style talking.
the stone. The mysterious stone that we picked up from the mirror, from behind the mirror.
Okay.
And I just want to see, like, listen, I still don't like you, but
Well, I'm quite fond of you.
don't understand why. But
You have a fire about you.
Yeah, I understand.
I admire that.
This is getting
I
creepy.
like this guy.
And he kind of does a little. That's what a cat would think, yeah.
So we offer up our friend.
No.
Everybody pushes Lucas forward. He's who you can have him.
I'm grabbing back, I'm pulling back.
Okay. So you pull out the mysterious stone?
Yeah, and I just want to be like, if you know something about this, I will be more willing to help. And I also want to give him the warning scroll for it. Like the warning scroll that we found with it, and be like, legends, myths, anything that you know about this sort of stone, if you've seen it somewhere before, and maybe then, I'll be willing to help.
Okay. So he kind of walks up to you very cautiously, still kind of elegantly, reaches out his hand to take whichever you give him. Do you hand him the scroll first or the stone?
I hand him the scroll first.
Okay. So he takes the scroll, opens it up, kind of reads it fairly quickly. Goes, huh. May I see the stone?
Yeah, here you go.
And you hand it to him, and he takes it. He kind of muddles it over. He's really trying to examine it, see if there's anything about it that Then he just puts both hands on it, closes his eyes for just a second. A couple seconds go by. And after about 10 seconds, he opens his eyes again, takes his other hand off of the stone, and extends his arm to hand it back out to you. So he gives the stone back, and he kind of looks at you square in the face, and I don't know what it is that you have in your possession, but I'm glad that I don't bear it. That's something dark there. Something very dark.
So you would say he's like within arm's reach of me right now?
Yes.
I can't. I mean,
I grab his shirt collar and I pull him in. I pull him in real close, and I use some of my Haunted One stuff right now. For those who look into your eyes, you can see that you have faced unimaginable horror and that you are no stranger to darkness. I pull him in real close and I just go, "You don't fucking know," and then I push him back, or let go at least.
Okay. As you do that, a bunch of guards start coming in very close with their arrows into their bow.
After I let go, I immediately put my hands up and say,
They're not attacking, but you let go.
I immediately put my hands up and go, "Deal's a deal. I'll help."
He kind of stops, looks at the stone for a second, looks back at you, and just goes, My, I knew I liked you. He sort of sticks out his hand as if to shake your... He says, "You scratch our backs and we'll scratch yours. It looks like you and your band of merry men of your own need to make your way to the capital if you're going to do anything with that object."
Not wrong. And I shake his hand.
Yeah, and upon shaking it, he goes, "We'll make sure the horses are well fed for your travels."
Very well.
I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna grab. No, I won't grab him.
I'm gonna kiss him.
I'm gonna do an intimidation roll just to fuck with him.
Oh boy.
what will you say?
How do you try? You want to intimidate him. What do you say? What do you do? What's supposed to intimidate him?
I'm going to say, if he fucks us over in any way, that I'll find him and I'll kill him.
Okay. Yeah, roll a straight intimidation check.
Alright.
What is your intimidation?
Fucking A! Of course!
12 ain't bad.
It's over 12.
These two archers right here, both of them let go of their arrow, and two arrows come flying and stick right at the very edges of your boots. They don't hit you, but they're touching your boots. And he kind of, without breaking sweat, without flinching from the arrows or anything, he looks, "Oh, I'm sure you will." All right, and gentlemen, with that, we are going to end it for tonight.
Ooh, wonderful.
Woo!
Damn.
Wow.
You guys have now accepted the quest to effectively break and sneak into Tove and get a couple of these people in there unseen.
Oh boy.